Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, I want to thank you all for watching. We couldn't do what we do or the amount of things that we do without the support of you, the viewer. If you want to support us financially, which we always appreciate, you can go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, where you can donate as little as $1 a month to help us continue this and all the things that we do. I want to give a special shout out to our $25 supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. Second, I want to let you all know that we here at Final Show Films are planning a little get-together up at Gen Con this year. That's August 2nd through 5th up at Indianapolis. We're going to be there just sort of hanging out, enjoying the con, spending time together. If any of you guys want to come up and say hi, please feel free. We don't bite unless you want us to. And if you enjoy whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to, be sure to check out our website at finalshowfilms.com, where you can find links to all of our other content, both podcast and video. And be sure to follow me at John A. Bates on Twitter for more updates on all of the content we're creating in the future. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. We are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gran Terra Rebirth. I am John, the Game Master for the evening, and with me today is William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Baldrin Ironhand, Dwarven Cleric of the Forge.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Selena, the Fire Genasi Wild Mage Sorcerer person.
And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Hope, the undead drug pusher. Also an Azamar and a barbarian. It's good.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Agdasol, the Elven Ranger.
And Cody.
Hi, I'm Cody. I'm playing Corbin, the human battle master.
And Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and I'm playing Stophalos, the Way of Drunken Master Minotaur Monk.
We do not have Sarah this week, but that's okay, because last week when we left off, the group had strapped themselves into a tin can and launched themselves into the heart of a triad of whirlpools. I think that's
terrible.
As
that
one
does.
does.
That is a true statement.
And we
Carefully
actually did that.
Thursday.
And we actually did this on purpose.
Yeah, intentionally is the best part. You know, sometimes you have to throw a dragon at them. Sometimes you just have to say, oh, yeah, God's challenged people to make this deadly, nobody's ever come back from trip. And they do it.
you
Round.
And
Basically-
your super awesome spear may become more awesome if you go there.
Yeah.
There's a loot-related reward as well.
Or not. It could just be extra sparky for that reason because there's a storm nearby.
Maybe it's just what happens when you put metal
Static in
near
the air.
electricity.
That's just it.
But, I mean,
Hasn't discharged in a while, so it's just building up.
Wait, is that a masturbation joke? I feel like that's a
No,
masturbation joke.
no,
Okay.
but now it could have been turned into one.
I love how far this
That
recap
went.
has gone off the rails.
The recap's already done. This is after it now.
I
So-
mean, sure.
And at the very end of last week, as they made their way through the triad of whirlpools, very carefully, trying not to get crushed by whirling debris, as Hope seems to be miming, they saw a massive creature rising up from the depths. There, in the ocean floor, there was a crack up in which they could see the Temple of Valkyr that they were looking for. And as they approached, continually worrying about the whirlpools, because they have not yet found the safe zone in the middle of it yet, if such a thing exists. They saw this massive, you could call it a leviathan, creature rising from the depths. And that's where we left off, and that's where we'll pick up. So, all of you that are that are near a window can probably see this thing. This massive, so massive you can't see the end of it. Serpent-like, almost draconic-esque, but not really, figure rising up from the crevice that you're heading towards. This massive many-toothed maw opening wide as it turns to gaze at the submersible that you are all currently in. Its two eyes glowing with a neon green light. And as it rises and you sort of see aspects of the rest of its body, you see that there are other small orbs of light that just sort of hover around it at various intervals, echoing off of it. Not quite attached by any visible membrane, but just some sort of magic aura surrounding it. As it
Taking
rears its
evasive
head towards
action,
you.
Captain.
All right.
Do it quickly now.
Make me a water vehicles roll. As it rears its head towards
Dexterity or...
you. Yeah, we dexterity.
Do we have any plan for this?
Whoops, not supposed to be at advantage.
I believe I was giving you advantage because of
22.
control water.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ah,
So,
natural 20.
which is good. Okay, so you manage to veer off to one side as the serpent raises its head towards you, and you notice that these greenish orbs around it connect, sort of hover closer to each other, and as they connect, lightning seems to jump between the orbs, forming this barrier of electricity around it. And you manage to get a bit of a ways away as it sort of moves. It doesn't seem like it's lunging at you so much as it's moving up to investigate what is this new potential chew toy. And you figure that if you had run through those orbs, you probably would have fried the ship.
Yeah. I have something other. Where is it? Eye for detail. I'm trying to look for like a way through, like not avoiding things, but like the safest.
Sure, give
Way
me a
through.
perception
Path of
roll.
least resistance.
Okay.
How do we
that
get to the temple without getting eaten?
Yes, pretty much. 15.
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is around the sea serpent. There's not really a safe path, because of the way the temple is presented. It's sort of in the side of a cliff that is part of this crevasse. Means you have to go past the sea serpent to get it. You can't really. If you go above, you still have to go past it. If you go down, you still have to go past it. It is thoroughly in the way.
Okay. And I'd like to eyeball the sea serpent, because I have insightful fighting and figure out like if it's got a blind spot somewhere or
Sure,
what
give
it's
me a-
planning on doing.
give me
If it's gonna wrap around us.
What
if
does
that's
that
gonna be the situation.
indicate a role for you, or do I?
Yes.
what roll?
Insightful fighting is for insight versus deception.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight.
Yep. 8.
I was gonna say I don't think this thing's very deceptive, but still.
I mean, it's not very deceptive, but you don't know what it's going to do because you've never seen anything like this before.
Okay.
And
How many eyes does it have?
2, as far as you can tell. So you imagine that its blind spot might be, somewhere along its massive hide. Because again, you still can't see the other end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how far out from it are these glowing
They seem
lightning
to. They
field
seem,
orbs?
they look. It looks like they dance about 10 feet away from it. Sometimes coming closer, sometimes going out, but never too far away from 10 to 15 feet.
And is the electrical field visible?
Only when they get close to one another.
Okay.
When they get close to one another, when these orbs get close to one another, electricity sort of jumps between them as they pull apart, and they do seem to be doing this sort of helix spiraling motion around it. So they're not like stationary; they're actually circling it. And as it gets up, and as it sort of directs its attention more and more, you see appearing
Oh.
along its hide.
Yeah,
As
lightning
a
guardians.
ranger, one of the things that I am good at is knowing how to run away from terrifying things potentially from other dimensions.
Sure.
Can I make a roll for
Survival.
that?
You can give me a survival check.
Okay.
Corbin's gonna real quick turn to Selena and go, "Hey, I just had an idea. Maybe we should have done this before. Can you make this thing invisible?"
I don't think so.
11. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's too terribly bothered. You imagine if you turned around and went back out, it wouldn't follow you.
Okay, that's not an option though.
You're sort of the biggest difficulty right now is that you're kind of trapped in these whirlpools, and Stavros is having to have very strict control over the vessel in order for you not to hit something else. So there's not really much you can other than potentially trying to go further down its body and seeing if there's a gap elsewhere that's not its face. That's the only other than turning around and going away. That's the only other thing you could probably think of looking at it.
That's going to be Staphylus's attempt. He's going to try and swing back around and sort of, if he can, depending on how fast the thing seems to be moving, sort of coast down its spine.
Okay.
But he's at a distance where he's trying to stay out of the electrical field. So if there's any sort of glitch or anything in the controls, he's immediately going to try and increase distance between himself and Aaron.
Yep.
I sort of floated the idea last week, but I wanted to check. Would casting haste give Staphylos any additional assistance with this? Given it essentially gives him more actions?
It would certainly give him the ability to do more things at once, but it wouldn't give him any assistance in actually navigating the ship as it is, because the problem here is not Staphylus's ability to do actions; it's the environment in which Staphylos is doing actions.
Okay, that's fine.
And
it would let him flip more levers at once, but it wouldn't help him control the ship better.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take a look out for around the rest of the area, outside of this one dragon, because Agdrasil said dragons, plural. And so I'm looking for any sort of outcroppings or any areas where it looks like something else might come out.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
It's been a week. Nice.
Jeez.
Brilliant.
For the record, you've been rolling fantastically since the giant Leviathan showed up.
Hope, you're quite confident that there is a silver-scaled dragon hiding amongst the ship remains that are swirling around the whirlpool, just waiting for a chance to jump out and pincer you guys between the big thing and it.
Stay away from that that direction. There's something over there.
Noted.
Is Storm Herald reacting to this particular dragon any more fiercely than just the rest of the whirlpool?
No.
All right. It's been a week. Over a week since I last used Divine Intervention successfully.
Yeah, it has been.
Yes. Oh no.
I feel like this is totally cheating, but I'm okay with it.
I mean, so Boldrin's had a bit of an experience over the past several weeks, and so he's kind of grips the second holy symbol that has kind of appeared on his accoutrement over the course of the week. He has both the symbol of the Forge Father and the symbol of Valkyr hanging from his necklace, and he just kind of grabs both of them, and just kind of mutters under his breath. Forge Father, Valkyr, we seek either both of your assistances, but this challenge must see the other end of it, and we ask for your aid. He's gonna use Divine Intervention.
Yep.
Selena's like,
Make
you know,
the roll.
we really don't have to, not in the grand order.
Also,
of things.
For reference, because Baldwin would know, Valkyr's title is the Father of Storms. So,
Forge Father, Storm Father.
Forge Father and Father of Storms.
I mean, if we die here, we die just like we would in any other situation.
Yeah,
The
Horribly.
world is not
Electricity.
depending on our solving the. Sorry, did I screw things up?
I mean, you might have.
So yeah, Baldwin, you call out your appeal, and maybe it's something. Maybe it's Selena talking. Maybe it's the fact that you're kind of double dipping here.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you
actually
get,
two different gods.
but you get no immediate response other than this sort of echoey, unearthly growl coming from the sea serpent in front of you.
Well,
Staff
Yeah,
was
Now it's noticed us.
Staff was
yeah,
going to
he's
be
got it upon us now.
via water vehicles roll. with dexterity.
And Staphylos, while he's making this navigational choice, in response to something that was said previously, actually, a interesting factoid about being invisible while underwater. You really just look like a whatever shaped bubble you are, so not very helpful most of the time. But interesting suggestion nonetheless. Oh, do I have advantage on this one as well?
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause I'm
because
still holding up control.
Waldron is still.
29.
All right, so yeah, you and again, your issue that you're having here is wrestling against the currents because you still haven't found whatever safe zone is supposedly here. It may very well be that the safe zone only exists on the surface, and it may very well be that safe zone doesn't actually exist because it's only purported and not actual fact.
Damn it, physicist, you forgot to carry the number.
Nobody. Well, as a reminder, nobody has survived to confirm that there is a safe zone for Staphylos.
Which is why I cursed the physicist.
Yeah. So you push down and further down, and you find yourself diving into this crevasse and sort of trying to keep just outside of the lightning sphere, sort of this sort of odd shell of electricity that this creature seems to have engulfed itself in. You're pretty careful, but not quite careful enough. The ship does take on some damage as you go down. You feel the entire vessel sort of rock as electricity strikes it, dealing amount of damage to the hull, which I suddenly realized I never gave you guys a hit point value for the hull of the ship, did I?
Nope.
Hang on.
You didn't give us any, so it's indestructible.
Oh, you wish.
I am not a spellcaster. I don't get access to that.
I mean, yeah, I just had to have a specific item, if you're not a spellcaster.
Yeah.
You see the luck blade.
Or a ring of wishes. Or a genie.
Wishes.
All of which I would use responsibly.
And ixnay on the wishing for more wishes.
100%.
So it has an armor class. So whoever wants to take this down can. It has an armor class. It has an armor class of 40. Oh, sorry, no, 40, 20.
Damn,
It has an armor class.
awesome.
It has an armor class of 20. It has 400 hit points, but an armor class of 20. Its speed. It has a 30-foot movement or swim speed as well.
And I'm
and
guessing that repairing it takes stuff like a simulacrum where you have to spend time and a lot of gold.
Yes, it takes time and gold to repair.
Yeah, because you asked about mending last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it is immune to poison and psychic damage, or whatever that's worth.
Sweet.
And
It's like a starfaring vehicle.
20 hit points for 100, speed of swim and move speed of 30, and immune to poison and psychic damage.
And it just took 4, 5. It just took 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
As it sort of brushes up against the static field of the Leviathan.
Yeah, we're maneuvering out of that as quickly as we can, but continuing down.
So, continuing down the side of this thing, you see it shift as the creature moves its body to sort of turn and look after you as you follow down. And what you see is just this seemingly endless serpent-like body covered in iridescent black and blue scales, with these spheres of lightning sort of dancing around its carapace, that just twists with this unearthly elegance as it shifts to look after you. It doesn't seem like it's too terribly concerned about following you. It's just sort of looking at you as you dive down past it. You're at roughly the entrance level to the temple now, but you're going to have to go underneath the entity to get to it.
We are dashing then.
Yep.
All right, give me another water vehicles roll.
25.
So you pull up underneath the entity, and a hitherto unseen clawed appendage lashes out, and you hear a crunching sound as it grabs onto the apparatus and just holds it. All of your forward momentum stalls, and anyone that was standing up has to brace themselves or fall over. So everyone can give me a dexterity or strength saving throw, whichever you prefer.
I'm
not
thought
standing
we
up,
had
though.
seatbelt.
Chair.
Okay,
There are chairs. They don't have seatbelts.
whatever.
So this was not a
Roll
scene
so
design
terrible.
need. Natural 20 on a strength saving throw.
Fortunately, none of you rolled a 1. So, you all
Hold
managed
on.
to keep your...
Wait up. I still had to roll.
You rolled a
so what
16.
could have easily happened?
You all managed to keep your footing as the ship lurches to a halt, and you can hear the crackling of electricity as the orb passes by, dealing another 10 points of lightning damage to the ship.
We have to get loose.
Yep.
Is
Heard
there,
that. Oh, wait.
Can I use control water to redirect flow to try and force this thing's claws open?
Sure, give me a spellcasting roll.
All right, just a wisdom ability check.
Is there a rear
20.
facing portcullis that I can look, or
Porthole.
window?
Yeah, there are windows all over it.
Yeah.
So you redirect the flow, and the water does, which immediately then starts thrashing the ship some more with the violent current. But it does not seem like you're able to lodge to pry the claw loose from the ship.
Darn.
It rolled really well.
Well, the thing probably has a strength of like 45 or something. So,
Got it. I mean, yeah.
What is okay? So the exit for this vessel, is it like a hatch? Is it an iris?
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a rear hatch. Yes,
rear hatch? Does it open inward or outward?
outward.
Seems like poor design. Okay.
It was designed by a guy who experimentally.
It opens outward as a ramp.
Yeah,
because the thing
Sorry, I'm
stands
just thinking about the force needed to push against the exterior pressure of
Yeah,
water in order to
it'll
even
still
get
open,
it open.
though.
It was never intended to be opened underwater.
That's fair.
It's supposed to fall out and down as a ring.
The pressure holds the door closed, Jack.
It's not what you want. Okay.
Thing's enchanted.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right.
Meanwhile, further back in your seat, Celine's like, if we're going to die, could we do it in a less nauseating way?
I will make the attempts for you. The flamethrowers, are they maneuverable?
Yeah.
Or
It's
are
on-
they
it's on
fixed
like a-
nozzles?
No, it's a nozzle that's on like a maneuverable arm, so it has, and the lever for it actually has like it's like a gear shift kind of, where you can actually
okay.
shift it into like left, right,
Right, yeah,
forward, whatever.
Okay. He'll try and flamethrower this appendage then.
All right, it'll be a dexterity check.
I'm still attempting to help force this thing
So,
while he's doing this. So.
water vehicles just flat then?
No, it'll be a dex because you're not.
Or just
this is
straight
This is like
dexterity?
sort of an accuracy thing, yeah.
Okay.
With a weapon you're not proficient with, so.
Whoops. Not at advantage, but 23.
23? All right, yeah. Go ahead and roll me 10d6.
You got the super version.
36 damage.
All right, and William, go ahead and give me another wisdom roll.
I'm not gonna roll nearly as well. Assuming I can click the thing. Yep, didn't think so. 10.
Well, I mean, if it rolls a 1. So the combination of the fire roasting up from below that it wasn't expecting because it's underwater and you don't expect fire underwater, and the sort of pressure of the current shifting to try to pry the can loose, the creature does let go. You feel this sort of reversing of pressure as the ship pops back into form. and immediately just
Head's
takes
full,
off
Captain.
because I don't think you hit the brakes. So
Nope.
give me another navigation vehicles check. This one without advantage because
Yeah, because I have to take my turn to start redirecting again.
15. Ow.
so.
That's terrible.
You're clear of the Leviathan now. What you've noticed, however, is that you've lost control of the ship proper, and it is hurtling towards the temple.
Brace for impact.
Thanks for headed in the moderately right
focus
direction.
again and start redirecting flow to try and
So,
help this out.
as you start trying to redirect flow, you notice something funny.
Mhm.
At about 60 feet away from the temple, you're suddenly not in water anymore.
Ah!
Everyone make me Constitution saving throws.
We have different definitions of funny.
My favorite.
26.
Oh, I rolled.
Fully
Wow,
intend to
pretty
just
good for me
fly
apparently
if
today.
I can. Because
The-
that's the solution.
The issue isn't flying so much as it is what happens when the ship stops moving.
It's not the motion, it's the sudden stop.
Yeah, it's a sudden stop at the end.
Falling does not kill you. It's stopping from falling that kills you.
Exactly my plan.
Yes, but there's another
Also,
end
we
of the
should
ship.
probably address that natural one now.
Oh yeah,
Oh dear.
hang on, it'll be addressed.
God.
I, for one, am looking
Damn
forward to Jeremy's new character.
I
Hey,
mean,
you
if
rolled
it's
a two,
All right.
if it's
so let's
anything, it'll be
not-
Jeremy and my new character because we both rolled a 9.
So Boldrin and Selena both take 63 points of bludgeoning damage
Ow!
Shit.
Ooh.
as the formerly apparatus of Qualish as the former apparatus of Valkanus
Honest.
smashes into the side of the temple. And well, the thing about experimental technology is that prototypes aren't often crash tested with people inside them because, well, that would kill people.
I mean,
Selena's got a
testing
waiver
it
for that.
without people
Oh.
outside also kills people.
Corbin, you also take 63 points of damage, by the way.
Awesome.
Everyone else, however, who managed to roll a 12 or higher, takes 31 points of bludgeoning damage instead.
And evasion.
It's not.
This is not a
Oh,
dex
no,
save.
It's not a dex save. Oh, dang
Uncanny
it.
dodge.
Oh, well.
Nope.
Darn it. Nope, it doesn't work.
You can't
Alright,
you can't
31.
uncanny dodge the ship you're inside of, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
So
I would
as,
like to beg.
as you guys hit the wall, and you all behave as what loose objects in a can that hits a wall do. As you sort of bounce around and ricochet around the inside. The ship has stopped moving, though. Boldrin, you're going to make a concentration check. If
I mean, I feel like I've lost it. but
DC 31.
No, half of
I
31,
lost it.
right? Oh, no, wait. 31. Yeah, 31. Yep.
I've lost it. But we're not in the water anymore.
You're not in the water anymore.
What orientation is the apparatus currently in?
Still sort of like mostly correct, but like at an angle,
Okay.
so you're sort of leaning forward.
Are we-
Okay.
so
How,
we're
how far
at-
into the seafloor are we?
I'm looking at that monster. Is it still pursuing us?
No, it's sort of turned around and has looked at the dome, the air dome that seems to separate the temple from the water, and it's just sort of looking at you.
Boldrin like forcibly crawls his way to the rear hatch and pushes it off.
Sometimes.
So another fun
Always.
thing happens, by the way. As Boulder starts to crawl towards the rear hatch, you notice the orientation of the ship starts to change.
Oh boy!
And any of you that are near a window can look out and realize, oh, you weren't on the ground yet.
What are we
Hold,
on?
Captain!
What are we on?
Cliffside.
Based on what you can't see through the front windows and what you can see through the sides, it looks like the ship embedded itself a few feet into the wall of the temple.
Mm. so much for not.
I'm having an idea.
Oh, I can't
What?
fucking wait for this.
Hang
I
on a
say,
minute, lads.
having
I
not
have
moved
got the great
from
idea.
whatever splayed position I'm in.
Yeah, tell me it's when you get back that we're putting belts in this motherfucker.
We will definitely take notes of better improvements that we can put into this. Yes.
Mhm.
But as my
I
old
like the
friend
idea
Charlie
that
Croker
came
used to say.
that came from Corbin, who is currently like head first in the dash right now.
Yeah.
You're in the Spaceballs moment when they stop from
All right.
ludicrous speed and Darth Helmet just goes straight into the console.
Basically.
No, I'm pretty sure we're at the end of the original Italian job right now.
Maybe. Look,
Staphylos, what was your plan going to be?
Well, we will send. We will put the heavy. We will bring most everyone to the front of the vessel, and then we will send one very lightweight person to the back to open the door.
That's probably a good idea. Also, relatedly, it's a little cramped, but I don't have to stand on the floor and put weight on it.
Also,
Is
you're the
there enough
lightest
Put
person
inside
sort of-
here for Agdrasol's wingspan.
Presumably, I am not
yeah,
three
there is-
people wide.
No, there is enough room for Agdrasol's wingspan, yes. It's tight and not easy, but yes, Agdrasol can sort of flutter.
That, or if anyone has like a levitation or flight magic, that would probably be an equivalent.
I mean, also just flat out, Agdrasol is the lightest of all of you,
oh,
regardless.
undoubtedly. Unless Boldrin is shockingly light and wearing a weird kind of plate armor.
No, my armor is even heavier than regular plate. It's adamantine.
Yeah.
That's why he started tipping the ship.
Yeah.
So I
Are
will
we
slide
good-
back
wait,
down
wait,
to the
wait,
front end of
wait,
the ship
wait,
and let
wait.
Agdrasol get the door.
Okay, never mind.
are we sure it's air out there?
What was your idea, Selena?
Oh no, she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
She's like, well, okay. Since
So,
I'm just
Take a look around before you
Weird.
open doors.
if anyone's got magic or other things, yeah. For everyone to be in as secure a position as possible, and then I'm just gonna try and fly across.
All right, so you sort of hover slightly. It is still pretty cramped, but you manage to hover up to the hover up at sort of the angle to the rear hatch. There's a lever there. You pull it, and as the hatch opens up and sort of slams down, the entire thing rocks for a moment. But it manages to hold on. Staphylos, it occurs to you that maybe you should engage the claws.
That was one of his plans. Yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, he's just gonna grab those claw levers and just sink them both into the stone.
The apparatus sort of claws its way into the side of the mountain, or into the side of the palace, temple thing. Agdrasol, you sort of hover out of the back, and from what you can tell, it looks like the apparatus is stuck about 60 feet up from the ground. Looks like there's another 60 feet higher that the temple goes, or at least the bubble that you're in goes. You are in breathable air. It seems like there's some sort of dome of air that protects the temple itself. And there are three figures standing 60 feet below you, looking up in confusion at the thing that hit the side of their temple.
I'm gonna wave high.
Great impressions.
peace among worlds.
Staphylos is Milo Thatch.
Oh god.
So yeah, I got it open. What are we doing now?
How far down do
Extricating
we have to
ourselves.
climb, Agdrasol?
60-some feet.
Tie these ropes together.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like the most
How many ropes do you have?
efficient plan.
I have 50 feet.
Everyone has
I have
rope.
50 feet.
All right. So the ship itself is probably.
I
about
have whatever
50
comes
feet
in a
long.
Dungeoneer's back.
The ship itself is probably about 50 feet long, so you'd need 3 lengths of 50-foot rope to get from the front of it to the bottom.
Yeah, because it's stuck up at like an angle,
Yeah.
right?
Wait.
Yep.
So am I tying the thing to the wall, or am I making a rope for you guys to climb down?
What we will do is tie a loop of rope around one of the metal frames of seats that is welded into the deck, and then throw it out the back and climb it down.
Okay,
What's that?
so
You know,
coming
for,
from someone
for those
who
of us that are not you and me
live-
and can fly.
somewhere without a floor, here's my potential concern with that. If say we're climbing down the ladder, the moment that there's more weight on the down the ladder part than securing this thing in, if any of those claws are damaged, it's coming down on your head.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very good. That is very good
Speaking
point.
of, Yggdrasil's just gonna yell down towards the people, just in case you may not want to stand right there.
One of them raises up a thumb, and they all take about 60 feet step back.
Yeah, probably good. Sorry about this.
Can you just fly us down?
Yeah, though, again, it's going to probably be pretty risky for the last person or two.
Well,
Yep.
I will be
So
less.
less risky than, like, actually putting your weight against whatever securing this thing has.
If you like Yggdrasil, I will be last person because I can fly myself down.
Oh, that's true.
Also, I weigh like 300 pounds.
I think I
320.
actively weigh as much or more though with
Probably.
this adamantine plate.
Yeah.
armor.
If Boldrin and Staphylus go last, once we're on the ground, we might even have better ideas, or like someone can do magic about it.
Good
This
plan.
problem.
I weigh about as much
This
as
feels
Staples, too.
almost as deadly as the sea monster, and that's concerning to me. Okay, Hope, you want to go first?
No, take like Selena or something. She's more injured than me.
Okay.
Is Selena conscious?
Yes,
Okay.
she's conscious. She's just been sitting there listening to everybody talk.
Selena, you good?
I'm going first.
If you want.
All right. She casts gaseous form and floats down.
I did totally ask like 4 times if anyone
You
had
did.
magic they
You
wanted to
asked.
use.
You asked about whether people could fly. I started to talk. Everybody else crowded in, and not me. Selena's response was, "Fine, fuck you. I'm not bothering to contribute."
Yeah.
Legit.
Yggdrasil's a little bit stupid. You know, that works too. Hope, Corbin.
Okay, sure. I don't know. Do you want to go first, Corbin?
No,
You're
I,
also injured. You like face planted into the dash.
I picture myself upside down up against what the
Uh-huh.
windshield was,
Yeah.
Yep.
and just I've extricated myself and I'm sitting upright now, but
Just
I-
move.
Also, do
I'd
people
rather
need?
climb
Do people
down.
just need to heal a little bit first? Because I can do that.
probably when our feet are on solid ground and not in this can. But
Okay.
I'd rather climb because I don't want to get dropped because I'm as
All right.
heavy as him.
Because of the way this thing is positioned, we're trying not to do that.
Okay, I'll go. Just get this started.
Like specifically, we
Don't
have
drop me.
concerns about climbing. Okay, so I'll grab Hope.
Give me an athletics check, Yggdrasil.
Seriously, I can normally fly people just fine if they don't have armor, but okay.
I have armor on.
Yeah, but normally you haven't been through a crash very recently either.
That's true. He doesn't actually get hurt all that often. 14.
You're fine. You're right. It's not a hard check. It's just I've just been through severe physical trauma check.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll settle Hope onto the ground.
While Agdasol is taking Hope down to the ground, Corbin is already tying up a rope to climb down.
Sure.
Oh, you know what? I should roll my d20 because there could have been a
Give me an
wild
athletics
magic
check.
surge when I cast gaseous form.
Yeah, that would have been fun. That might have rendered this whole conversation moot.
Nope, it's fine.
All right, it's good.
All of a
16.
sudden, several fireballs go off.
So, fortunately, because Boltron and Stavlos are both staying at the back and intentionally wading down, the ship is not going to lose its footing if just Corbin is climbing. So you begin to climb down.
Yeah, it's a 50-foot rope, so I figured if the temple is slanted, I'll just slide down the last 10 feet.
Well, the issue here is
Apparatus.
hooking it to thing, because the apparatus is 50 feet long.
Okay.
Right. So yeah,
Well,
standard.
I was gonna put it to the end where the end of the ramp is.
Okay. So you sort of try you find something to tie it to at the end of the ramp,
Yeah.
we'll say, or tie it to the ramp itself, and begin climbing down. You make pretty good time. It's a little sore, but you manage to sort of just you will have to drop the last 10 feet though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you
Can
drop.
I slide down or?
No, you're
roll to
dangling in
absorb it?
midair right now. So give me
Okay.
a acrobatics check.
Tuck and roll.
You try to tuck and roll, but you're really sore, and you hit the ground a little bit harder than you were expecting, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
All right, so that just leaves Yarrow. Also, can be flown down easily.
Yeah.
Enough. And that leaves Boldrin and Staffless in the can.
Out of
Really
character,
skipped it.
Jack, does Staphylus have Featherfall thing for monks? Or is
Yeah.
that a different kind of
Yeah,
monk?
he's got slow fall,
But he's also got boots of flying.
and I also have
That's
boots of
true.
flying. Or in my
Staphylus
case,
has no issue here.
winged shin guards.
Yes,
because he's
winged
got
shin
shoes.
Okay.
So do you?
So do we both carry Boldrin? Or do I want to handle it? You want me to handle that?
We can probably doing together would be best. That way, if something terrible happens, we are at least all moving together rather than trying
Yeah.
to get one out after another.
Okay, so we fly out far enough that we're not flying down directly under the metal thing.
So one of you, whichever one you feel like should, make me an athletics check with advantage.
I'll leave that to Agrisol.
Oh, okay.
Your strength better. I don't feel like Agrisol's strength is great.
My athletics is a 1.
It's the same. I'll do it. 18.
Between the two of you, you managed to carry Boldrin. Boldrin is very heavy. It's not. Yeah, it's not comfortable, but you can definitely get. And as you both get out, now everyone can see the apparatus of Vulcanus stuck at a downward-facing angle, just embedded in the side of this grand temple structure. Its claws now clamped onto the sides, digging further into the stone, sparking here and there with a rope hanging out the back. Just stuck about 60 feet up in the air.
Staphylus draws a quick sketch with some numeric notations, and then in his little notebook that he always carries, starts writing down a few, shall we say, prototype modification suggestions for Vulcanus. This way we at least have a record of where we left it in case we cannot get it loose before we have to go home.
That's gonna make it. It's just good. Good.
Boldrin would actually, because he was paying attention to the entire room while he was waiting for everyone else to leave, he would make a mental note to grab the teleportation beacon on the way out.
Yarrow has it, actually. So
Yep.
Did Yarrow grab it? Because Yarrow set it up under the table before.
yeah, Yarrow grabbed it on the way out.
No,
Okay,
she
cool.
needs to have it on her person because it's the other end is where you need to.
Yeah, but she had set it up in case she needed to use it while she was in the
Yes,
thing. So.
and she grabbed it on her way out.
Okay.
Got it.
So, those of you that are conscious of other things other than the apparatus 60 feet above your head, notice that there are 3 figures approaching now.
Yeah.
These three figures all appear to be lizard folk, with this sort of reptilian face, hard scale bodies, with these long, scaly tails out the back. Two of them are wearing fairly minimal sort of things in the way of clothing. One of them is just wearing some what looks to be like sort of scale hide that are strapped to its body, and it sort of has his arms folded, looking at the group of you. All three of them have sort of bluish green scales. One of them is wearing full plate armor, which is not the first thing you think of when you think of a lizard folk, but and the other one is wearing flowing blue and gold robes. And the three of them sort of approach and just sort of look first up at it and then over at you. And the one in the middle. Welcome to the ancient temple of Valkyr. Congratulations on passing the first 2 trials in Valkyr's challenge. I imagine you might want to give yourselves a pat on the back, being the first.
Staphylos does so.
Well, I suppose you're here to tell us that there's now a third one to get through.
There is indeed a third challenge, reflective of the triad of whirlpools above. But it is a challenge of your choosing. You can either elect a champion amongst yourselves to face one of us 3 in combat. I am Valkyr's shield. The one off to the right wearing scales just sort of leans up. And I am Valkyr's spear. And the one in robes off to one side. And I am Valkyr's wrath. You can elect a champion amongst yourselves to fight one of us. Or you can work as a team and fight us as a team. Either way, admittance into the temple itself requires a trial of combat.
Staphylos just kind of looks at everybody else.
Hold on.
Sir,
I've got a really bad idea.
Oh,
Okay, no, they have to be women. He was just gonna teleport her and the 3 of them far away and let the rest of the group just walk in.
Yes, I just saw.
So Aaron, as a myth buff, knows that there is often tricks or tropes or wisdom elements to this kind of riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Agdrasol recently gained a fair amount of knowledge of celestials who are nebulously in the same vein as this stuff. Could he make some sort of roll for, like, is it a trick of the wrath is actually, like, impotent without a sword, or is it a...
Yeah, give me a...
Obviously, there's a challenge anyway.
Give me a religion roll.
Okay. Does Valkyr have a strong, like, everyone on the ship is a part of a greater whole, so you should work together, or so you should only face one of them?
Part of the ship. Part of the crew. Part of the ship.
Also just spearfishing.
Do I get
apparently.
advantage for my knowledge of celestials?
Yeah.
Okay. Not that it helps.
So,
Nice.
there is you certainly can imagine that there is some sort of trick to this. You're not certain what it would be. It would seem the obvious answer seems to be, oh well, that one looks like a mage. It might just be the weak, like sort of a glass cannon of the 3. If you can survive the initial burst, you can kill him in 1-on-1 easy. Or it might be a thing where if you fight them as a, like, maybe showing teamwork is a thing you should do. There are a couple of different answers you can think of, and you can't just quite pin which one's the right one.
But then again, the mage would also potentially be the worst target for me because
I mean,
range. So Agdrasol will just look to Boldrin. Any holy mystical parables for this instance?
I was about to say, with my studies, do I know anything of these 3, or in particular to relation to Valkyr?
Make me a religion roll.
Natural 20.
So Valkyr has a number of consistencies in his worship and in his sort of histories, and one of those is teamwork. If you don't work with your crew your crew and you will die. That is one of the major tenets of those who worship Valkyr and work on the seas. Because if any one of the crew is not pulling their weight, the entire crew will suffer for it. Both spiritually and also in actuality, because all it takes is one person fucking off and missing something for the entire ship to sink. So in your mind, your best bet would be to face these as a group, as a team. The one-on-one challenge seems like certain death.
It's a trap.
A one-on-one challenge certainly seems like it might be the easiest thing because they're also then not able to work as a team. But you imagine that these three are probably quite powerful individually.
The three of them as a group of three are enough for this group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So that implies that one of them is worth two of us.
Or more.
Yeah. So, Boldrin will just... Nope. We stand as a group, and we fight as a group. And he just slams a hand into his shoulder and casts Mass Cure Wounds on the group at 7th level.
Good use of a 7th level spell slot.
I'm gonna take the pipe out of my mouth where it's been clutched, just panically.
Everyone heals 28 hit points.
And focus on the thing near you, I guess.
I'm eyeballing that wrath one.
All right.
I'm still a cloud of gas.
If we're not, oh no.
Are you focusing on returning to being not a cloud of gas?
No, not at this point.
All right. Cool.
You don't focus on it. You drop concentration on your spell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry,
it's not like Windwalk.
I keep thinking Windwalk.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we're not,
thank you,
if I can do
Marisha,
something
for
before
screwing
combat
that up
starts-
for us forever.
Hey.
Sorry, what was that? Hope.
If I could do something before combat starts, insightful fighting on the shield.
Sure.
Insightful fighting always bites you in the ass, Mara.
Why?
I mean, he's a big dude in armor.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
I was
You're
looking
confident
over
of
that
that
guy. I was looking over that guy as well.
And I believe some of
Yeah,
your stuff have like time limits that you have to study them for a certain amount of time, don't they?
1 minute. I just have to look at him outside of combat.
Yeah. You can
So
give me
get
you
a
can give me
feel for
a
him.
you can give me a roll too or whatever that requires.
I think I just learned 2 things about him.
Pick the list.
Yep. So it's strength score, dexterity score, con score, armor class, hit points, total class levels, or fighter levels. I think he's. Can I get his AC and yeah, his hit points.
Okay. His AC is 23. He has 300 hit points.
So Corbin kind of gets up, uses a spear, and then uses his land hands on himself.
And William, you said we all healed 27?
28.
28.
Oh, sorry,
28.
27. Sorry, yes, 27.
Okay.
The shield tilts his head. I see that you all have sort of had an incident. If you intend to fight as a team, you're more than welcome to take your time and recover. You don't have to come at us immediately. We're not heartless, we're just guardians.
Yes, let's sleep first.
Okay.
Damn
Could
it.
just go. I have increased wisdom right now. If we rest, I lose that.
I mean, you can smoke again when you get up.
No, I can't, because it has to be the next day.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. It's next day.
All right,
We
if
could
we
rest.
really want to do this now, we
Yeah.
can.
Good rest.
But
I am in favor of resting, at least for a little while. If not, these individuals are guardians. They are not technically our enemies. What would you say to sharing a meal with us? before we beat the shit out of each other.
Gladly. The one lizard folk wearing robes just sort of holds a hand out, and the ground around, sort of the ground just off to the one side, erupts in this sort of cottage-looking construction, complete with a lit campfire out front.
I was going to share my rations, but you seem to be more than capable of yourself.
We've been here.
Go poke around.
We've been here for a while. The inside of it's a fairly spacious sort of cabin facility with individual private rooms, enough for all of you, and sort of a shared common area with sort of table and utensils and things like that prepared.
Cool.
Agrisol's gonna look to Selena at this point.
It's not there.
I think I can tell where Selena is when she's in gas form.
Yeah, you can see the ball of gas.
She takes a vaguely humanoid shape with the gaseous form, and the shoulders just go, eh.
Cool. Okay.
Of course it does.
The shrugging fart cloud.
I know it's not gonna likely. Can I do an insight on Selena?
Sure.
I will make this disadvantage because I have no idea how to
a ball of
read it.
gas.
Yes, it will be disadvantaged
Actually,
because
I'm going to make it flat because I have no idea how to read a cloud of gas, but I do know how to read elementals because Ranger.
Is
Okay.
a fart an element?
Yes.
that actually no, that would still apply because Selena is a Ganassi, which is part elemental, so that does have a little bit of bleed over there actually.
That's fine.
I mean, it's an opposed roll still, but
He's mostly trying to figure out if she is compensating for her lack of wings.
No.
You can roll.
I mean, sure, let's go ahead and roll it.
It's just like, did you take this form because you couldn't fly, because it's practical?
No.
Why are you staying in it? Like,
Her compensation for lack of wings has nothing to do with it.
okay.
It was literally ease of movement.
It was ease. Well, it was ease of movement, and then when we were down here, there are combatants, and he wasn't ready to come out of to make herself vulnerable yet, and now she just doesn't seem to care one way or the other.
Yeah.
So it's gonna last for the full hour until it just wears off.
Well, she will learn how great flying is, and then she'll feel bad. That's fine.
So
the three guardians sort of take up seats around the campfire outside the cottage, content to just sort of sit there, and they talk amongst themselves in Draconic, if any of you speak it.
I do. I speak everything now.
I speak Draconic.
I don't.
And I already spoke Draconic anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I speak Draconic.
Yeah, they're mostly just talking about archaic things that you don't have any frame of reference for. Like the from the pattern of their conversation, it's sort of they are having a conversation that they have had for centuries. And so it is a conversation for which none of you have any reference point, but you can understand what they're saying. You just don't understand the context of what they're saying. They're talking.
They've been having this same argument for the past 100 years.
Well, it's not even 100 years. They're currently regaling each other. They're currently regaling each other about the Dragon Wars of Zelastrastras, and how he really, that whole situation probably could have been avoided if he had just had the balls to talk to his ex-wife, and like this, just going on about like what is apparently ancient history as if it was yesterday.
Okay.
I like this.
Given those two bits of context, I'm just gonna keep an ear out in the conversation for anything that might scream dragon orb at me.
Give me a insight roll.
During this whole thing in the chit chat, so it only tells me if they're my superior, equal, or inferior. It doesn't give me specific numbers. But
All three of them are your superior.
yeah, I gathered that much.
The shield does it tell you? It tells you if they share a class with you.
If they have fighter class levels, but I have to look into that. Like, I'm sure I could look over the guy again and see.
None of them have fighter class levels.
Okay, but yeah, so.
I just saw. No, it doesn't seem like anything they're talking about relates to a dragon orb. From what you gather, some sort of war happened a long time ago, and it was caused by a dragon who didn't want to talk to the missus, and thus started a war to avoid conversation.
Just seems like something a dragon would do.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of halfway through that conversation start pointedly avoiding it and discussing whatever I can with whoever else is there and looking for alcohol.
Staphylus's first thing is just starting to pass out all sorts of alcohol.
Yes.
He
You're a gas
pulls out the
cloud,
alchemy
Selena.
jug first, uses that until it's empty, shoves it back in his bag of holding, and then just starts pulling out bottle after bottle after bottle of stuff that he got from Igor over the past.
So,
week.
are you ending your gaseous form early to partake, Selena?
Nope. He's gonna wait until after
Okay. So there's
to partake.
so there's a bit of
Can I
drinking
also-
before that. Can you also what? Hope?
Can I also not take a short rest? Just keep pacing.
Well, it seems like everybody's gonna be taking a long rest. So
Oh, this is a long rest.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not a short one.
Yeah, we're in this for the duration.
Okay.
This-
Sweet. Then
Baldwin-
yeah.
Baldwin kind of sits
Just
down
together.
with a mug and just kind of like, I never thought that I'd be saying this, at least not this soon, but I'm starting to feel my age.
One of the lizard folk looks over at you and says, "I'm willing to bet that it's not. You don't feel it as much as we do."
How old are you?
How old are you?
The oldest of us, looking over at the robed one, who answers 5,632 years old. Not that I keep count.
Sure.
How the hell do you even tell down here?
This is where we
Children?
live.
I feel like in that particular case, you're feeling your age a lot less than I am because you're not a pile of dust.
It's fair. Oh, these scales do itch.
I mean, I'm roughly approaching the middle age for dwarves at about 160.
You've got a ways to go then.
Yeah, I got a few more years on the road.
I am not quite 30 yet, but it's good to have the wisdom of the elders nearby.
So, what sort of what sort of grand world-conquering destiny has brought the group of you down here?
Conquering, not so much. Saving and rebuilding, actually, he says as he kind of taps Storm Herald on the stone floor.
Which is currently not electrifying.
reacting.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
electrifying.
It's cooler here.
It has calmed down.
Do you have frame of context reference for a magical tower that is
The Tower of the Gods.
used? Yeah.
Yes. We're
That one.
we're divine guardians.
doing that
We have a bit of yes. Oh well, I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. If you get through. You're the first to get down here, by the way. Congratulations. We thought it'd be several thousand more years before anyone got down here.
Nope. We
Yeah,
got in the Tower of the Gods too.
Oh, well, that we were expecting a long time ago, actually.
Who was? Why? Why were you expecting it a long time ago? What?
Well, I
Were
figured
there
somebody
some
would
other
have.
people doing?
I
Yeah.
figured somebody would have a curiosity about why things are currently the way they are and would go investigate. Apparently, though, it's just not something that you mortals think about all that often.
I think a lot of them are more worried about where they will sleep and where next meal comes from. But yes, I see your point.
Yes. Yeah.
No, Aaron. They just said he would be. They didn't specify who he was.
All right. I missed that noun pronoun.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, Staphylos is pretty much just gonna have a nice conversation, a decent meal, and then go to bed.
Sure.
I'm gonna keep asking questions because this is interesting. Yeah.
Ask away.
No, so that old, huh?
Yes.
Wow. How's that been?
It gets exciting every once in a while when we get called away from here, but
Where did he get called to?
we're divine servants of Valkyr. We get called to wherever he needs us to go.
Where have you gone? I've not been to a lot of places, so.
Mostly other planes of existence. There are other material planes that occasionally require celestial guardians to step in and intervene on certain activities or present an obstacle for others.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this for a while.
Do I
Yeah.
get the sense that these individuals would qualify as humanoids for the sake of whole person?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Ooh.
I don't need to prep that.
No, you'd need hold monster for these guys.
Okay, good to know.
How'd you get started with this? How'd you get the job?
That's not really something you get. There's not like an application process. It's more you're created for the task.
Oh. Lovely.
Fortress Hold Monster is not a cleric spell.
What are we to find if, say, everything goes in our favor and we do defeat you? What will we find inside the temple?
It depends on what you're looking for.
Tower said that too.
How
At
surprised?
this point, I
Yeah,
assume I'm
that's-
probably out of.
Yeah, at this point
gas
you're
useful.
you're definitely out of gas useful.
Well, that's singularly unhelpful.
Celestial edicts, things like that. They tend to not be very helpful to mortals.
Is a bit vague and
Glad to know
abstract,
we're
yes.
here for such
No.
glad to know we're here for such a relevant and important reason.
I mean, you know that we just flew over, saw his spear go, "Tsh," and we're like,
I'm
why not?
fully aware that we're
Yeah.
here for no greater reason than we want to make
Curiosity.
the sharp thing cooler.
Mhm.
It is why I use blunt thing most of the time.
I mean, depends on what you see as a greater reason. It was something people hadn't done, and hey, that sounds cool.
I mean, I know it's for a greater reason because Boldrin wouldn't do anything wouldn't do anything if it wasn't for the greater good ultimately. So if he picks up a
Selena, you're
sock
talking
off
about the guy
street,
who
it's
I
part of
must
a greater
assume
plan.
It took me to get to
consented do
tattoo.
barrel rolls in an apparatus of Qualish.
Yes.
I have
Yes,
trouble
but that was
figuring out
on
what
the way.
I have trouble figuring out what divine greater purpose barrel rolls serve, though that is an idea for when I'm not drunk.
Probably to get better control over such a vehicle should you need to use it for a greater sense of the good of the world in the future or something sparkly pony shit like that.
The pursuit of the perfect fold of steel can only be achieved by the one whose heart is not burdened by needless anguish.
TLDR, I was right.
Wait, are you saying it is needless anguish to not do a barrel roll?
What I'm saying is you have to enjoy yourself every now and then, or you get to be so dour you can't do your job right.
And this is Dwarf talking about this. I think he is best expert.
The three lizard folk chuckle at that statement. The statement of you have to have fun every once in a while, not the he's a dwarf, you should know.
Yes, what do you do down here for fun? You must be very bored between assignments if you are down here for multiple millennia.
Mostly just shoot the shit.
Like gossip.
Oh, when you've been around for 5,000 plus years, you've seen a lot of things that sometimes it takes a while to catch up on.
Fun things to fuck. I mean, you're trapped down here. You might as well.
One of them, two of them look at the spear, who sort of looks out at the giant sea serpent that's still watching all of you, and then just shrugs.
Yes, you got very bored, I would guess.
So what kind of gossip have you heard down here then? Or when you go on these like jaunts to other planes?
Well, they begin regaling you with the tale of this dragon who started a war because he didn't want to talk to his missus.
All right.
That's the most recent thing that we've come across. We've been discussing.
What color dragon was he?
Black.
Them.
He was black. She was brass.
Interesting.
They didn't get along.
I do not know much about dragons, although I do speak the language. But yes, no, it seems like that would maybe be problematic if reports on personalities are accurate.
We're pretty certain that it was we're pretty certain that it was the sort of threat of constant violence that did it for them.
Is there like a dragon Tinder that they met on or something?
So, unless there's any more questions you guys want to ask the three guardians.
Dragon Tinder is that burning village 3 miles out.
Oh, okay.
You all eventually go to sleep.
I mean, I would say more accurately, the burning village is the result of Dragon Tinder. Just like burning sensations are the result of
I mean, this one relationship did end in a war, apparently, so. So, you all rest. The cabin is comfortable. You have plenty of food. And you awake after a long rest, fully healed and restored to your various powers. And the three guardians stand a distance away, prepared and waiting.
Okay.
So in the night, Staphylos got up to rig the apparatus of Vulcanus to fall out of the wall on a particular signal. No, just kidding.
I mean, you can certainly do that. I mean, they don't sleep, so they would have been watching you do the whole time. But
So, by the next morning, having had this conversation with them, can I, given my knowledge of celestials, elementals, etc., make any sort of guess about the nature of these creatures?
Sure.
And what that might inform me of in terms of strength.
Give me a religion roll with advantage.
Okay. This is gonna go swimmingly.
Is that a pun because we're underwater?
Yes.
So they are some form of celestial protectors. They're not angels per se. They seem to their form at the very least indicates that their purpose relies on them appearing and passing for mortals. So you imagine that their abilities are probably similar to your own, just on a much higher scale.
I can still hit them with lightning, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you can. They're not going to. I mean, they might, but they're not going to sprout wings and fly necessarily. Like as they're not going to turn into angels and smite you. They are what they appear to be: a heavily armored warrior of some kind, and 2 lightly armored ones. One of whom is likely a wizard of some kind, a spellcaster of some kind. They do not appear to be anything like creature class angel or anything like that, from what you can tell.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like they'd likely be immune to radiant damage or anything.
Yeah.
On that. Okay.
Well, shall we get the party started?
Yep. I'm gonna rage and another attempt at insightful fighting if I can before we start.
Sure, you can get that attempt.
Okay. Come on. It's plus 1 because I smoked the pipe again. Cuz why not? And 9. Why?
Are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
no,
This
you
ability will never work for you, and I'm sorry.
you have no ideas.
Okay. I'm angry.
Mara, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
I don't know.
You realize with 7 rolls right now, your average is a 4.4.
Yeah.
Well,
Out
and
of
every time Hope has tried insightful fighting, she has rolled either a 1 or a 2 on the die.
One day it's gonna be a natural 20,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be for like a goblin.
So really quick, just to clarify, because me and work and not having heard this, is there how to put this? No, wait, never mind. I already have my answer. So when I hear when she hears Hope start to go ragey, I'm going to, and if I need to spend sorcery points to make this a bonus action before combat begins, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm immolating one of them.
Okay.
And
Are
which one's which?
you using
The wizardy one.
Are you doing any sort of subtle spell or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll subtle spell it.
Okay.
And can I
That's
switch
only a-
positions with Yggdrasil? Because Staphylos would definitely
Yeah.
not let-
Preferably.
Yeah, no. You
Yeah,
guys
the
can
ra-
you guys can rearrange yourselves. Like I just pulled you onto a thing.
Oh,
Go
I
with
want to go there.
Which
Not
one's the
poisoned
wizardy one?
anymore.
Give
Yeah,
me a
which one's
second.
which?
Give me a second.
God.
Thank you.
I am having to adjust things on the fly.
Huh?
Do. Womp, 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 womp. Okay.
No, my rolling. has
So
been
the
terrible.
one, I will mark them with little things.
Yay.
The one in the middle with the shield is the shield.
Got it.
That doesn't make sense. You should change that.
The one on the left with the 3 tips of swords is the spear. And the one on the right with the skull is the wrath.
Is the what?
The wrath.
That's the wizardy
So-
one.
Okay. Well, he needs to make
Tank DPS mage.
He just make what
A
kind of?
DC 17 dexterity save. Or take hold on just a second.
I think you get
add
to reroll
2 to
some of
that.
those, right?
Add 2 to that
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
because of those 2 ones.
I
So
mean, he failed.
28
He
fire
failed.
damage.
So
And if he has resistance, he doesn't to fire.
Do you
Does he
need
just-
to make a
Boom.
all right. Yeah,
Wild
you
magic surge.
yeah, make a wild magic search for me.
Oh, yep.
Roll the one.
Nope.
Okay. All right, and we're gonna go to. Hopefully this works and isn't messed up. Yay, it worked and isn't messed up. Huzzah!
Shall we roll initiative now? Because I believe that started
Yeah,
the
let's
fight.
go ahead and roll some initiative as one of them takes an amount of damage. How much damage was that?
28.
Well, hopefully that's my one of my crit fails out of the way.
Not bad. Okay.
I need to check something real quick. I believe the shield that I have gives me advantage on initiative, right?
Yes, it does.
Yep. Okay. Stop. 19. I didn't have my thing selected.
All right. Let me roll for them.
Wow, it took me until just now to realize how the initiative tiebreaker is put in. Like like how it chose the individual numbers that go after the decimal place.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just your initiative. It's just your dexterity score.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So.
I'm not in the tracker.
Well, then that's your fault, isn't it?
It is.
There. Did you get a 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately, I don't think anybody has the same initiative, so we're good. So the wrath goes up in fire as immolation is cast on it, and initiative combat begins. Valkyr's spear looks over at Selena.
Hi.
And is then over by Selena.
Oh no.
As he moves with preternatural speed up to and then next to the spellcaster, who made herself a very clear target.
Oh, don't forget to restore your hit points, Selena.
Actually, I did not make myself a very clear target because, as we
Oh
established,
yeah, no,
I
you use
used
subtle spell.
spell.
You use subtle spell. That's right.
Oh yeah, I have.
That's right. You did use subtle spell, so nobody saw it.
I was a little worried.
Oh, look,
Still gonna
Valkyr
target
must
Selena
have
though.
been
but-
angry with you and struck you with fire.
Still gonna target Selena though because Selena has made herself apparent as a spellcaster previously.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And is still going to move up next to Selena and do a thing. Moves up next to Selena, turns and angles himself so that he's sort of facing Selena and Staphylos and Hope.
Uh-oh.
Breathes in, and I need
Fuck me.
all three of you to make Constitution saving throws, I believe.
What the hell? I'll give myself
Green
a
dragon
chance
breath.
on this.
11.
24.
17.
All right. Selena, you take half of this. Actually, hang on, it's a 60-foot cone. Let me take a look at this.
Oh no.
Oh no, all of you need to make Constitution saving throws.
This is poison, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not poison.
Ah,
24.
it's probably cold, isn't it?
As a
23.
cone of cold erupts from this lizard folk's mouth, spreading across the group of you.
Bad. Cone of cold is bad.
Yep. Sorry, did you say damage or?
So everyone who got higher than a 17, or a 17 or higher, takes so 33 damage halved if you got a 17 or higher on your con save.
So 16.
16.
Cold damage. As this cone of cold washes over the group of you. You notice that he didn't cast a spell, he just breathed a cone of cold.
Cool.
He has blue dragon
That
breath.
was 16.
Or something else.
Or not blue dragon, white dragon.
And that is going to be his action.
Or a blessing of Valkyr.
Yeah,
That is his action.
Sorry,
What
what was
does he
the
have for
damage?
abo-
It was
33 cold damage.
Cool, thanks.
Or half if you hit a 17 or higher.
Yeah, 16 if you made your save.
I mean, the ability to naturally just cause cone of cold by breathing outward might as well be white dragon breath.
Pretty much.
Yep, and that'll be his turn. So that makes it Yggdrasil's turn.
Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is cast on Staphylos haste, because I really want to see a super fast monk with extra speed and all the things.
All right.
And so, yeah, you get a +2 to your AC, dex saves. It's in the chat.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go 40 feet into the sky. I'll note I have, despite D&D angles being a little weird, I just have a triangle calculator up to determine what I am in range to do and not.
All right, cool.
I'm concentrating on haste, so I'm just gonna... Given the specific situation, he will not take off his mask, but he will start in with that longbow against the one who attacked Selena, because
Okay.
we need to divert his attention.
Go ahead and make your attacks.
Haste is an action. Do you have a bonus action attack with the longbow?
Oh, wait. No, that's right. Haste is an action
Right.
cast, so...
Haste is an action. Okay.
So-
Sorry.
Can you use the
fucked up.
Oathbow's like sworn oath as a bonus action?
Actually, yeah, I can activate my oath bow as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So yeah, he won't take off the mask, but he will mutter a short phrase in Elvish, marking the guy who's on Selena just to make
Okay.
himself a clear target.
I will put a skull and crossbones on him for you.
Okay.
Okay. And that's now the Wrath's turn. Selena, I need you to make me a perception check.
Okay. I do not have advantage. 8.
So, everything seems fine.
Sweet. Everything is
as
A-okay.
He casts Time Stop.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Let's see for how long he casts Time Stop. One d4 plus 1 rounds. 3 rounds. That's just enough.
Oh no.
Let's see. I've got 1, 2. 2 of those. And 1 of those. Sure. Okay. So, Hope, Boldrin, and Corbin. You notice 2 small beads of fire next to, one between Boldrin and one between Boldrin and Hope, and one between Boldrin and Corbin.
I should note that Delayed Blast Fireball is a concentration spell.
It is.
Oh boy.
It's almost as if I've introduced items that give people multiple things they can concentrate on before.
I know.
Yep.
Which explode as you notice them. I need all 3 of you to make me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Also, he's no longer on fire because he used an action to put it out.
20 and 10.
I'm gonna use Indomitable for one of those.
All right.
8 and 18.
So 20 and 16.
So all 3 of you fail.
Awesome. Actually, I have 22 and 18 because Shield Master.
The 22 succeeds. The 18
Wait.
fails.
Yeah, because you could add your shield bonus to your
How
dex
did
save.
he put out the immolation?
He used an action on his turn.
He had 3 turns.
Immolation just takes an
Immolation
action to
doesn't
take it out, doesn't it?
Do that.
Let me take a look at it.
I don't think that's how
His
immolation works.
magical
No.
flames cannot be extinguished
they
by
cannot be extinguished.
non-magical means.
Yeah, he would have had to dispel it or break
I missed that sentence.
her concentration.
Cannot be
yeah.
extinguished by non-magical means. Oh, you need to make a concentration check for the Cone of Cold, by the way.
Yep. Hold on. Yep, I'm good.
You good.
Technically means if he casts 2 concentration spells before time stop goes off, he needs to make concentration checks for all of those during that time because he's still on fire.
He can.
I mean, that same turn that he used an action to put the flames out could have just been instead using Dispel Magic on the immolation.
I mean, you can also use. Technically, I think you could also use Prestidigitation to put it out.
Prestidigitation doesn't dust fires.
Yes, it does. That's the second ability.
Makes fires smaller.
You can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
I don't think immolation's a small campfire.
Right. Immolation is not a candle, a torch. Those are objects.
I would argue that immolation puts out the same amount of fire that a campfire can put out.
I would argue that that's a severe nerf to a level 5 spell to be snuffed by a candle.
Right, well, then let's just have him cast Dispel Magic.
But it is your ruling.
I'll say he'll have used Dispel Magic because I missed that line in the immolation spell, so that's my fault. He used Dispel Magic on it. Anyways.
Boom.
So I don't
20
take
doesn't
any
make it?
damage from the second one.
So yeah, 20 does not make it, but 22 does.
Dang it.
So the first fireball does 46 points of fire damage.
Woo!
The
Evasion.
the second fireball does 42 points of fire damage.
Also evasion.
So 20.
I'm just fire resistant, so
46 and 42.
So
As
what
I
was-
do
what was
math
numbers?
real
46 and
fast.
22?
What was that? 40. Yeah,
23.
46 and
23 and
42.
21.
23 and 21.
I was out of range for those, right?
Yeah, no, it only
you
hit the
did
3 of
hit.
them.
Ow. And do I have a reaction on a thing like that or not?
No,
Okay.
because technically he cast it while you were frozen in time.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes it Corbin's turn.
Yeah. So, ow. Could have been a lot worse. So, standing from where I am, I will use my new awesome boots and I will jump to him.
Okay.
Because I can jump 27 feet from a standing start. And he used 25.
Yep.
And I will unload on Lizard Wizard. So, 3 attacks at his face.
Okay.
Bonus action to rage. So, 1,
22 hits.
and I'm going to try to trip him.
Okay.
So, he's got to make a strength saving throw. Why is that? 17.
He fails. And is
Okay.
tripped.
Yep, so he's prone. So here's the first one with, so that's 20 points of, 11 piercing, 1 lightning, I believe.
Okay.
And then second attack is 29.
Okay.
And third attack, natural 20, which I will expend a smite.
Okay.
So, let's see. It's a lot of damage. So there's all of that plus 48.
As I'm rapidly subtracting numbers.
Plus another 19.
That's 26, 19. All right. So Corbin leaps over and stabbing and pulling out and stabbing 2 more times his spear into the wizard, tripping him up and slamming him into the ground. Definitely does an amount of damage to the wizard.
That was 85 damage. Jesus.
I think he did actually No, not quite, but almost as much damage as he threw initially.
Yep.
And that makes it the other one's turn. Oh, look. You have so handily put yourself in a place where he can get to you. Chunk. So Valkyr's shield steps up to Corbin, and as he raises his hand, a golden light erupts from his palm, forming into a long sword, as he pulls a shield, also seemingly out of nowhere, and is going to make some attacks. Does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Does a 30-something hit you?
I'm gonna have to check. Let me
just want to be clear. Yeah.
Mhm.
How many attacks does he have? Blah, 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 blah. As I look at things, because so much information is here. No, it's just twice. Okay. So you take 9 points of slashing damage on the first one, which is not reduced by your rage as the blade is magical. Oh wait, no, your rage doesn't care.
Yeah.
Rage doesn't care. That's right.
Yeah, Rage doesn't care.
It doesn't
So
care if
4
it's magical
points.
or not. So 4 points of damage, and then 13 points on the second one as he hits you twice. On the second one, however, it is also followed up by
So is that 6 or 7?
13 would be 6, yeah.
Okay.
It is also followed up by a thing that I need you to make a save against. I need you to make me a... Oh, no, actually, you don't get to make a save against it. You just take it.
Spirit shield?
For what?
For whatever he's getting hit by.
How does Spirit Shield work?
If you are raging and another creature you can see within 30 feet takes damage, am I 30 feet away? Hopefully.
You're exactly
check.
30 feet away.
Yeah, perfect. Just takes damage. Doesn't have to be like hit by an attack. Use your action to reduce by D6, 2d6.
Sure.
So
Roll 2d6.
whatever's happening.
Grazie.
You're welcome. 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You take 20 points of force damage with that 11 reduction. Does that reduce you to below 50 hit points?
Yeah. I've
Corbin
been below
disappears.
Oh, no.
Vanishing Smite.
Wait, that was a spell?
Yeah, bonus action spell. That's a smite.
Yep. When he hits you with the weapon attack.
Yep.
Don't you have Mage Slayer?
I do, so I would get to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
ahead and give-
Cast Vanishing
yeah.
Smite.
You
Yeah,
may
go ahead
not
and
still
make
be
the,
there to hit him, but
Yeah, you can make the attack roll back.
Okay.
Because he
Oh,
technically casts it before he hits you.
yeah, it's a bonus action to cast that you do before you make the attack rolls.
30. I think that hits.
That hits you.
And yeah, why not? I'll try to trip him when he hit me like he's hit me on his way down.
You didn't trip
so-
him.
Okay. He still takes that.
And he didn't
19,
lose
23.
And he
damage.
didn't lose concentration on the spell.
Awesome.
All right. So you stab back as he slices into you, and you find yourself standing in a large, open nothingness with just the sound of waves around you.
Fuck. I don't know if I can talk.
I'll say
You're
you can.
incapacitated.
You're incapacitated, but
I think
Say that within your mind.
that makes it Boldrin's turn.
So Boldrin, with the Storm Herald in his offhand, not really using his weapon right now, so he can focus on holding his shield up. Just Flames of the forge, light upon the depths of the sea. And he casts Firestorm.
All right. At who?
Firestorm doesn't want to roll itself. Well, Firestorm is 10 10-foot cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't really matter where those last three went.
So this sort of just this sheet of fire rains down.
And then each of them needs to make a dexterity saving throw or take 7d10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
What's
I
the
rolled
DC?
7d10. My spell save DC, hang on, is 17.
All right. The Valkyr spear makes it and completely evades the damage.
Okay.
Wrath takes all of it, and Shield takes all of it.
So the spear takes nothing. The shield and the Wrath both take 42 points of fire damage.
And he now must make a DC 21 Constitution save, which he makes. All right.
And then any free floating objects in the area are ignited, but I doubt there are any.
No.
Dust.
All right. That now makes it. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Sure. Bonus action. I will. Healing word. Forge Father, mend the wounds of my allies, and I will cast healing word at first level for Hope.
Yay.
Hope heal for 8.
Yay.
All
Hope
right.
is fragile AF.
Mm-hmm.
Selena, your turn.
Isn't it
Isn't
Hope's
that
turn?
my
Oh,
turn?
sorry, Hope's turn.
It is
Sorry.
my turn.
We just said
All right.
Hope's name, and I saw Hope's name, and then went, okay,
Yeah.
next person.
First, I heal for 1 hit point,
Yes, you do.
so I'm at 33.
Ting.
And then, oh goodness, let's see.
What's this screen circle?
I don't
That is
That's
know.
a paladin's aura.
That's plotting.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's Selena planning ahead.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. I'm. Dang it. No, I'm gonna be stupid and do this instead. I run up to the shield
okay.
and I'm gonna try this dang one more time. Insightful fighting.
Sure.
Come on.
You don't have to get right up to them to
13.
do it.
You
No.
get
This is as
nothing.
I'm running forward. Dang it.
Congratulations, you rolled higher than a 2.
Ugh. I hate this. All
Rolled a
right.
7.
And then
Considerably
was
higher
my-
than 2.
yeah. That was my
That's
bonus
more than
action.
3 times higher than a 2.
It's more than 3 times higher than a 2.
So attack and extra attack.
All right.
With the scimitar.
Okay.
26.
26 hits.
Okay.
For what it's worth, Hope,
Yeah.
since I'm sure the character is tactically intelligent enough to recognize this, the wizard is on the ground, which would give you advantage, which would give you sneak attack. If that's something that Hope would be interested
Oh,
in.
the wizard is prone?
Yeah, the wizard is
wizard's
currently prone.
prone.
How'd you
Yeah,
get up
I
there?
did
knocked
not
him
know
prone.
that. Okay.
Yes. Which
Yeah, thank
may
you.
or may not
I-
be relevant considering how much damage he output in his first turn.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that is. I think I can make it. Yeah. I don't think I
You
used
were
all my
standing
movement
right
to get
here.
Yeah.
It's 35 feet of movement to
Yeah.
get there.
Okay. Yeah. No. Then I will. If it's I can have attacked the.
Yeah. Yeah, you can attack the wizard
yeah,
instead.
the
You have advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Okay. So for that again.
so make a second.
in
So yeah,
26.
26 hits the wizard.
All
The
right,
wizard is
cool.
not capable of deflecting that.
Thanks for letting me know because I did not realize I was prone. And a 14, which probably misses.
Misses the wizard, yes.
Okay.
But you get to get your sneak attack on the wizard, so.
Yes. 10 slashing, 2 rage, and sneak attack.
Who has considerably less hit points than the shield.
Yeah,
and,
which is
and just 8 of firestorm.
Than the paladin, yeah.
27 points of damage and ancestral protectors.
Okay.
So fight me, man.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right, now it's Selena's turn, and we find out
All
what
right.
that big circle is for.
Yeah, see that circle that she's been stopped, looked over, like doing math triangulations. It's the Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, she's
angle
just doing calculations in the air in front of her face.
as people keep moving and shit. And then she drops. Let's make it. I don't think I'm gonna need my level 7 spell for anything else.
I think Selena's
Yeah.
going to be proud about Boldrin's next couple of turns because it's just a whole bunch of fire coming.
So I'm going to. Can you only do one meta magic per spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, though.
So
You've got lots of visual cover between the wizard and you.
Yeah, that's true. So I will quicken spell to cast as a bonus action a level 7 synaptic static.
All right, just go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check just to see how well you can hide it. With plenty of obstacles in the way, the DC is fairly low.
With a natural 20.
Yeah, he has no chance of seeing it. So, it's an intelligence saving throw, correct?
It is yes, it is an intelligence saving throw. Wait, is that not?
I think you accidentally put it at strength save.
DC
Oh no,
17.
that's not what I was checking. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yes, it is. It is a intelligence saving throw, and never mind. I'm casting it level 5 because there is no higher level benefit.
So Valkyr's Wrath has a plus 11 to his saving throws, to his intelligence saving throw. It doesn't matter when he rolls a 4, though,
Yeah.
because that makes it a 15, not a 17.
Punch him in the brain.
Oh wait, no, he's right next to the paladin.
Yes, he is right
Hang
next
on.
to the
Yeah.
Paladin's aura.
He gets a bonus from that. He gets plus 5. Okay, so that's 20 then on a 4.
Which is to,
Half
you know
damage.
what? You know what?
You gonna bend luck?
That makes it a what? A 20?
Yeah.
You need to roll a 3.
Uh,
To bend it out. You want
I would need to roll a 4 on a 1d4.
You can.
Mm,
Go big or go home.
Come on, you can do it.
Don't listen to me.
Alright.
I'm elsewhere. I'm in.
You know what?
capacity.
Fuck it. Why not? I just want to make sure that there's nothing else I can do here. Nope. Oh,
The
just to
shield,
be
for what it's
sure.
worth, rolled a 9,
Okay.
which made it a 19.
Wild search. Wait, what?
The shield rolled a 19, rolled a 9, which became a 19.
Because he adds plus 5 on top of his regular intelligence save.
Yeah, no. So I will.
Oh wait, no, he
I will
doesn't have. Hang on, sorry, that's already included. Never mind, he failed.
Okay, good. Because that then suddenly became a very.
The shield
Dang.
failed. So
So yeah, I will spend whatever, however many it is. What is it? 2 sorcery points. And my reaction. You never know. It might happen.
Oh, and the other thing is, empowered spell, if you still have it, is one of the ones that you can do after you use a meta magic. So you can reroll those ones you got on the damage roll.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
exactly enough, the wizard failed. Exactly enough, the wizard
Your
failed.
luck has to work on rare occasion. Otherwise, it wouldn't be disappointing when it doesn't.
This is
but-
true. So they take 32 points of psychic damage.
Do you want to empower those ones?
No.
You
I
want
am
to empower those
actually
ones.
Yes, I am going to empower those ones.
He's so close to dying, is what the DM is saying.
Yes.
At the damage. I'm
So
just
that's
looking at the damage.
3d6.
Three-
Roll 3d6. Yeah.
Almost rolled max except for those ones. There's 1 5 and a bunch of 6s in there.
It's okay.
So 1 extra point.
It's enough.
Yeah,
Nice!
He goes away.
Aww.
Which unfortunately means the synaptic static didn't do anything, but
No, there's still the other one too.
oh.
Yeah,
or no, the bend luck is what I meant.
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
no.
would have taken half damage if he
Yeah, no.
had succeeded.
Oh, right.
The bend
Yeah.
luck is what made it kill him.
Yep.
Okay.
And the
So
1 extra from the
during the time, you know how synaptic static works.
Yes.
The other one has a D6 off of like everything.
Yep.
And that was my bonus action.
How long does the synaptic static last?
A minute,
All right.
I
concentration for a minute.
believe.
No, it's not a concentration.
Is it not?
For the
It's
next
not,
minute.
but I also have a ring of concentration on if it needed to be.
No. For the next minute, it has muddled thoughts, during which it
Yep.
rolls a d6 and subtracts. Got it.
And
Well, attack
for
rolls and
my-
ability checks, as well as
For my
constitution.
regular action, I will cantrip cast
And
Eldritch Blast on him.
Corbin comes back
Yay!
Yes.
because he has that d6 minus on the Constitution saving throw to make that save.
Those were not great.
Those miss.
Okay. That's fine. I killed one.
All right.
That could not have been more beautifully perfect with everything just going all out on that spell. It just enough to kill him. 1 damage.
Yeah. Staphylus.
All right, so Staphylus is going to take a quick run around the block because his current speed is 110. No, he's going to jump and flank this other monk, I assume. Okay, so with haste, I get an extra action. I can make a single weapon attack with that. Or dash disengage hide use object. Okay, and it lasts up to a minute. All right. I am going to make a slew of attacks against this monk.
All right.
5 attacks.
Yes. Does a 30 hit.
A 30 hits.
All right. Spending a key point for stunning strike. Deals minimum damage of 8.
What's the DC?
And you're flanking, so advantage.
Oh, I have advantage on that. Let me roll that attack again, just in case. Okay. Yep.
What's the DC?
DC is, I want to say,
I don't think it matters, 'cause-
16.
Yeah, no. So what kind of saving throw is it?
Constitution save.
Yeah, so it's a 23 on the roll. All right.
Okay. We'll do that again.
5 hits, tridents and fists.
13. Another Constitution save.
Makes it.
Okay. And 28. 11. Another Constitution save.
Burning through all those key points.
Yeah.
That's what you got him for.
Yep.
Makes it.
Okay. And then Flurry of Blows.
All right. Pop, pop, pop.
One of which is a crit.
Both those hit.
Nice.
7 and 18.
All right. So yeah, as you run around and start jabbing in and thing, you're connecting, but you're only sort of slightly connecting, as you can tell from the way he's moving. Yes, he is definitely also a monk, as each blow gets parried with a hand. You're still doing damage as he's blocking, but
Right. But he is definitely
you are
far my
definitely
superior.
you are
in
definitely noticing. It's basically it's sort of a Jackie Chan kung fu movie happening over here on the side right now.
this. Right, yeah, pretty much. And at that point, since I've got so much movement left and I'm already under the effect of disengage just because I attacked him, I am going to move to here so that Corbin's got advantage on it.
You also noticed, Staffless, you also noticed he's moving at the same speed you are.
Okay.
For what it's worth.
For what that's worth.
I know it doesn't do much, but it's the super speed spell, and I like stacking random things until they are absurd.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, is that your turn?
Use my bonus, use my extra action, use
and then
my
you moved
action.
away, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right, his turn. Well, Staffless moved away, which leaves just Selena right there for him.
Sorry,
You guys
Selena.
make it real hard. You guys make it real hard to flame strike people when you start circling all around them.
So he's just going to unleash a barrage of attacks at Selena.
Cool. I did my part.
Does a 28 hit you?
Anything I'm going to assume that anything he rolls outside the roll 1 hits me. My armor class is 13.
So he okay. Yeah, he hits you. Crits you. 3 hit and hit. Okay.
Sweet.
I'm so down for this.
So he just sort of unloads with his unarmed hands, punching once in the gut, twice in the gut. Then his tail whips around, grabs you by the shoulder, yanks you over, and he takes a bite out of your side with his large crocodilian teeth. The bite, which he then chews and swallows.
Ugh.
Oh yes, the hungering jaws thing that Leatherman can do.
And then while he has you doubled over, he kicks you twice. So the hungering jaws is actually on the crit. So that's why
Jesus.
That one, because double damage healing.
I don't know why.
Oh no, it's just temporary.
He wasn't even injured.
No, he just got punched a bunch by
Oh right, by Staphylus.
Staphylus, yeah. It doesn't matter how much damage he does on that one because it heals a set amount.
Yeah, it's a flat.
Yep.
Not nothing though. Lizardmen are really stacked in the racial abilities department.
Oh yeah, no, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Meanwhile, D10 plus 5. So you take 12 bludgeoning, 15 bludgeoning, 25 bludgeoning.
Okay.
7 bludgeoning, and 14 bludgeoning. From these.
That's I'm not down.
Hey,
I have 6 hit points. I'm fine.
All right. And that makes it Agdrasal's turn.
Fuck. I need to... Do I have a thing where I can...
I can do healing.
Yeah. So if you're not down... I don't want to fuck over Staphylus.
No. Go fuck some people up.
My thought is that I'm probably more useful distracting him from you than healing you for like 3 hit points. So, yeah, I'm gonna fly.
I'm in good shape.
Yeah, I can get there.
Yeah, assuming she's not dead before my turn gets around, she'll be
You
fine.
lost to Jack.
Okay, I can barely get there. Technically, I'm 5 feet in the air, but I can get to there with my moving. And I'm just going to pull out my scimitars. No, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll stay here, land on the ground so he can come and get me.
You have the oath bow, oathed on him, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just going to use the oath bow because I'm so much better at hitting with that. But basically, I'm making myself in range, so I'm a target that isn't Selena.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's going to have
hopefully
a
I do something to him. Do those hit?
Both of those hit.
Great. And the oath damage is in effect. And Hell, why not? I'll planar warrior on the second one.
On the first one, I wonder if he can even do this. When he rolls like that, he can. Yeah.
He catches the arrow.
I did 24 points of damage. Of course he catches it.
It adds your monk level.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's
I was mostly joking.
It is a D10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. He rolled an 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 20 is 32.
Yeah. He's got a 20th level. These are 20th level opponents.
I know.
So the first arrow catches it, spins a key point, flings it back.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit you?
Actually, I have to check with this. Yes.
He's away with the elements, monk.
He is. He does not, however, have any special abilities that modify the deflect missiles.
No.
It would be cool if they did, though. If they could, like, turn it into a fireball.
I just realized that was why he could have colded, because he weighed the elements.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you take 5 plus... you take 10 points of piercing damage as the arrow gets you back. And then the second one does go through, though.
Staphylus, I'm really sorry if I fail this.
Okay.
No, I succeed.
You're good, yeah. The other one goes through, dealing 26 points of damage, and then you also add your force to it?
Yeah, all of it becomes force damage.
Oh, that's
and
right.
I do
An extra
planar warrior damage on top of that.
Yep.
So I'm glad he deflected the first one. Yeah, all force damage, and there's 12 additional.
Yep. All right. And
I don't like getting hit by things, but fine.
So on the Wrath's initiative, he reappears, though very obviously not in combat, off to one side, just with his arms crossed and watching. That makes it...
Where on
Corbin's
the map
turn.
does he appear?
Over by the temple, not near where you guys are fighting.
Okay. So Staphylus kind of has like his back to him at this point, or
Would be, yeah.
okay.
He gets flipped off.
Yeah.
over the spear's shoulder because he's behind the spears.
Lean.
Makes it Corbin's turn. Corbin, you have reappeared. The wizard is gone. Actually, no, the wizard's over there. But the wizard isn't fighting. You can pretty easily tell the wizard isn't fighting.
Wizard didn't make me disappear either, asshole. So I'm hitting the shield in front of me. With advantage, so still
Vanishing
raging.
Smite is a really good spell.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite smite.
30 hits.
30 hits.
Okay. He's got to make another strength saving throw.
Yeah, you know his AC is 23.
Yeah.
You already confirmed that.
Yeah.
He made it.
Okay. So,
Did
yeah,
he make it with a -2, whatever it is?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I rolled the d6.
Yeah.
Synaptic only
actually-
con saves to maintain concentration.
That's right. It doesn't actually affect this one. I mean, even with it, he made it. But
I've got it right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
attacks and ability checks, but then con
As well as
and
con
con
saves
saves.
for
Yep.
con
to
Oh,
maintain
interesting.
concentration,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
which he already failed that one. So
It's an anti-spellcaster thing.
I know 19 doesn't hit.
neither does a negative.
32.
Neither does a natural one. Oh,
Yeah.
you have advantage, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
Toggle advantage.
I like rolling it separately. I'm weird.
Those of us
It's
who
easier
track your
for
die
me.
rolls don't
Yeah,
like rolling
everyone
it
who
separate.
uses the chat.
It makes it
would
easier for
appreciate
me
it.
to tell what you're doing. If you would please do it.
Yeah. All right.
32. That's it.
So, yep. And then that's 19 damage. And why not
Like I don't.
action surge for 3 more?
Yeah.
So boom.
There you go. 22 hit. 22 misses. 27 hits. 25 hits.
Boom. And boom.
All right. Okay.
19 and 15.
You also know he had 300 hit points to start with, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chipping away, chipping away.
And for... Oh, wait, no, I have to do that as an action. Bonus action, I will second wind, because I need that.
Because I need that.
Second wind is useful.
Second wind, I have to change it because I leveled up, so... Second.
Level up.
Bam, 14 points.
All
So-
right.
Nice.
That makes it the shield's turn.
Hey, yarp.
What are you doing, shield? Oh yeah, you've got a second 5th level spell slot.
What
We'll do
are
that.
you doing?
We'll do that.
Oh
I
fuck!
don't know. I don't know.
I'm just
Um,
hoping he doesn't have range.
Bring it.
'cause-
He raises a fist and raises the fist that's holding his shield and slams it into the ground. As he does, I need Staphylos, Hope, and Corbin, all three, to make Constitution saving throws.
If he's casting a spell, I'm bopping him on the head with my spear.
He
when
is
does
casting a
it.
spell.
So
20.
It is not Thunderwave.
Natural 20.
that is a natural
27.
20 though,
On
and
the
I
hit.
think I will dump another smite on his dome.
So you got the two of you take half damage, but are not knocked prone.
Cool.
Corbin takes full damage and is knocked prone.
Evasion, no damage.
It is Constitution
Or-
save, not
nope,
a Dexterity
Constitu-
save.
Dang it! Ah, trying to
Sorry,
remember how
Mara.
evasion works. Sorry.
So
It's
Destructive
Destructive Wave
Face.
is the spell that I was
Sad
thinking
face.
of.
Alright. How much
All right.
damage?
So
that's
Corbin
the smite damage.
takes 13 thunder damage and 14 radiant damage,
No.
which then Staphylos takes half of, and Hope, you take half of the thunder damage and then a quarter of the radiant damage because you're an Asimar.
Yes.
Okay,
So
sorry, what were the numbers again?
13 and 19. So 13 thunder, 19 radiant.
So 6
So-
and
Six?
10 for me. All right, so 16 total.
And then 6
five.
and 5 for...
Cool.
13, 19. Okay.
Yeah,
None of
Corbin
those
took
came
both of
out
those.
as actual math because I forgot to put in the roll part. Sorry.
6, 9, and 4.
Yep.
Ooh, cool. Damn.
He hit the ground to do that, taking damage in the process from the
Retaliation.
retaliation strike.
I can actually. I think I have another because it's been a round. Ancestral or spirit
Spirit
shield for Corbin. Yeah. So 2d6. So 5. You have 5 more hit points.
Awesome.
Good. Good to know.
Hey,
Yep.
guys, team double digit.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm back on it.
Woohoo!
I'm cooler. I'm team single digit.
I was there for a minute, but then they kicked
And
me
then
out.
he gets to make an intelligence saving throw
As
Yep.
far as
to
Sleep is
resist
concerned,
synaptic
he's just
static.
closer to being number 1.
What's the DC on your synaptic static?
17.
And he has advantage on this, yes. Because of a thing that he has.
Advantage.
And he makes it. Alright, so he is no longer under the effect of synaptic static.
By how much?
He rolled a 19, which gave him a
Never mind.
24.
Never mind.
Alright. That makes it Boldrin's turn.
So Boldrin just takes 25 feet of movement, steps over to Selena, puts a hand on her shoulder. Easy now, girl. We can't lose you here. I cast Heal on Selena.
Nice.
Boom!
Don't you tell me easy now. Does it look like I was having a difficult time with it?
I mean, you looked pretty fucked
Shut
up.
up and do your thing.
And then he looks over at the spear, and just his eyes kind of glow like burning coals as he strike the hammer upon the anvil of war. And I cast spiritual weapon right behind the spear.
All right. There it is.
Yeah. There's my spiritual weapon. Bam! I need to roll with advantage, thankfully, because he's flanking. 16
this-
probably still misses.
this
Still
is the
misses.
difference
So the hammer swings down, and the spear just to the side.
This is the difference between William playing a Forged Cleric and me playing a Forged Cleric, because my Forged Cleric spiritual weapon is a falling anvil.
That's amazing.
You're gonna acme this shit.
Floating anvil that then falls. All right. Hope, your turn.
Yep. All right. I gain 1 hit point.
Good, good.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Consistently gaining 1.
Yes. Yes.
Consistency is the key.
Yeah. And then I can't get flanking anywhere. So, F it. I can. I'm gonna reckless attack.
Reckless
so-
attacking is good.
Yeah. Uh-huh,
I always
'cause I think-
recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you
you've
get
seen
to
how you
take
play Reinhardt.
advantage of it.
23,
23 just hits.
21. Damn it.
Misses.
Dang it. All right. And then do I want to get away?
Slice in, and the shield ping, knocks the second one away.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna disengage and run this way.
Okay.
You
Give me
did
a
do
second.
damage with
Let me
one of
look at a
them.
thing,
Yep.
because you might not be able to do
And-
that.
My damage is
I need to look at a thing.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Total
I think,
damage
there's a feat that negates
Sentinel.
disengaging. Sentinel.
21.
I need to see
Damage.
if he has it. No, he does not. He did not take that.
Sweet. 21 points of damage. All total.
All right.
And ancestral protectors are on him. So it's a runaway.
So these ethereal blue glowing guards sort of surround him.
They look over at Hope like, where the hell are you going? We're distracting this guy for you.
You're a barbarian. What are you doing?
Rogue variant.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
That makes it Selena's turn.
All right. How fucked up does this dude up here look?
Not very.
He's a paladin.
That's fine. I'm going to do it anyways. So I'm moving there, so I've got a clear shot.
Okay.
And then I am going to try and hit him with a level 7 Chaos Bolt.
Okay. You have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
Because that is the effect of the Spellguard shield that he currently has equipped. While holding the shield, you have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, and spell attacks have disadvantage against you.
Is that something I would have been aware of before I
Nope.
went to go cast? Okay.
No one's actually attacked him with a non-saving throw spell yet.
Yeah.
I think.
This would be the first. Oh no, you did attack him with Eldritch Blast previously, and I forgot to mention it, but you missed, so it didn't necessarily matter. So yeah, I guess
Alright.
you would have known that then from those two. From the
Oh,
Eldritch Blasts.
okay.
So yes, you would have known.
In that case, I am not using my 1/7 level spell for a pointless endeavor since his armor class is like 17,000.
Armor class is 23.
Like I
1,000.
said, 17,000 functionally for level 14 characters.
Corbin and Hope have been hitting him.
And I will instead.
Corbin's been hitting him repeatedly.
As many as 3 other targets. Okay, that's fine. Then in that case, I will still move there. And I will. This is dependent on a ruling by you because it's vague enough that I want to know beforehand.
Okay.
Chain lightning. The way it reads is it then leaps to as many as 3 other targets. Can that be 0?
I believe you have to choose to make chain lightning jump, but that's me.
That's what
Yeah, no, you choose. You choose who it jumps
Okay.
to. It doesn't have to jump.
Okay. Then I'm hitting him with a level 7 chain lightning.
Okay.
Why does that not...
He succeeded the dexterity saving throw, so he takes half damage.
I will...
Oh, because at casting at higher level just makes it jump more.
Yeah, it doesn't actually increase the damage.
Oh, yeah. Never mind then. I'm still casting the spell, but...
Just at 6.
In luck...
Spells.
Now, what the hell? I'll spend the 2 sorcery points. It probably won't matter, but... If he rolled 4 less, does he still make the save?
Yes. Rolled a 16 on the die.
Okay. So then he takes half of that, 18 damage.
Okay. Lightning bolt launches out, smacks into his armor. And that makes it Staphylos' turn, unless there's anything else you're doing with a bonus action.
Nope.
All right. Staphylos.
Oh.
3 strikes.
Yeah. I'll let you search. 3 strikes on who?
The shield.
Okay.
25 to hit.
25
is
hits.
a hit, yes. 10 damage, and he needs to make a DC 16 con save.
He makes it.
Okay.
I feel like this one in particular might not be the best target for that.
Yep. Another 25. 11 damage.
All right.
And 29 for 15 damage.
Okay.
And 2 flurry of blows. 24 and a 24. So a 9 and a 9.
Constantly hitting this guy.
Yep.
Quack, 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 quack.
The sounds of blacksmithing is happening over in the corner.
Clang, 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 clang. And and because Staphylos is a show-off, and he thinks haste is hilarious, he's going to run 60 feet this direction since he's under the effects of disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait. This guy has the sentinel thing, right?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Okay.
I checked, and he doesn't.
And then run straight back.
It's gonna be great when haste runs out and you're exhausted. Like, this was great. Wait, why do I feel bad now?
Oh god. I'm
That
so
hasn't
exhausted.
happened yet.
No, not
Nope.
yet.
I feel like you
And
just went
Staphylos doesn't
pop, pop, pop.
necessarily know this, but that will happen anyway.
Right.
just like pop, 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 run 60 feet back.
Just
Pop, pop.
straight backward, not even turning.
The spear's turn.
Right, yeah.
The spear steps up. And
At the cleric, come on.
hang on, I'm doing it. Looking at a thing.
Come on, actually pick on the fighter.
The fighters on the other side.
Ranger, you know exactly what I meant.
Kill me. I dare you.
So, unfortunately,
Okay.
if the guys are tactical, it's gonna be Boldrin.
Yeah, I suspect they're intelligent enough to know the healer should get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Boldrin, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
6.
Ooh.
So he steps
Ooh.
up, puts his taloned claws right next to Boldrin's armored chest. Sorry about this. And just closes his fist and punches. And as he does, Boldrin goes flying.
Fist of Unbreath Air is amazing.
I just got fucking smashed. I just got air
Let's
pumped.
see. Yeah, no, he pumped a lot of key points into that. It's gonna hurt.
Or no,
Should've
what
went-
was Nagato's ability? Almighty push.
So, Hope, you see Boldrin go flying past you.
How much damage do I take on the fly?
Hang on. As you fly 70 feet away, hitting the ground and being knocked prone.
Unless you have a DM thing, adding key points doesn't increase the distance of the push.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's just the damage. Never mind. So you only fly
It
20
only
feet
increases
away.
the damage. Right?
That's right. Sorry, I misread that.
You can't send somebody like...
It would be so awesome if it did.
It would
though.
be so awesome, but people would abuse it
Unfortunately,
in
that
order
would
to
be
make
the,
people travel.
Let me just push you so far your allies cannot get to you
Sorry.
to heal you.
20 feet away. You still go flying over Hope's head.
Mhm.
Taking 59 points of damage.
Ooh,
I am
wanna use-
unconscious.
How far below are you? I don't know. If I use Spirit Shield,
You
can
could-
it possibly help you?
You could
Still be up.
theoretically keep me conscious. Yeah.
Haven't you already-
Theoretically,
Haven't you already
I'm
used
gonna
it?
try.
You've already
Did
used
I
your
use it
reaction
this
to use it.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, you gave me 5 extra.
You used it on
Was that
Corbin.
okay, that was okay.
Except she's had her turn.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
No, that's right. That's
yeah.
right. You have your reaction
Mhm.
back now. Never mind.
This is the problem with trying to keep track of if I have my turn or not.
So
Okay,
you-
I'm gonna try
You
it.
can use it.
4.
I have 1 hit point.
Yes.
So Boldrin goes just flying over Hope's head, lands on the ground, lands on top of one of the ancestral guardians that were harassing the shield, which is just enough to keep him awake.
You squished it.
And that makes it Agdrasal's turn.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
wait, no, he has another action.
Oh,
I forgot he's hasted currently.
that's right. He is.
He's gonna turn and do the same thing to Agdrasal. 'Cause he's got enough
Okay,
key points.
Boom, boom.
I'm not saying you can't, but I don't currently have Monk up. Can he use a key ability with his hasted action? Okay,
Let me take a look.
because it's
I am 99% sure you
the
can.
weird thing about haste is it's a weapon attack. Which for monks, weapons include fists. I just wasn't sure if
Yeah, I
key
am
abilities were-
99%
I'm pretty
sure
sure
that you
you can.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Because
it's
of-
used off of
Yeah.
Technically, key abilities count as attacks.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I need you to make a strength saving throw. As he basically just does the same thing to you.
None of us are particularly strong, aside from I think Corbin, possibly Hope.
I should make a note.
I'm pretty strong.
Fist of Unbroken Air is something that you use as an action, whereas the haste action specifically only lets you make a single attack.
Yeah,
It's not like
Real
taking
quick.
the attack action.
The problem here is that what spending key qualifies as is hazy at best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It is.
it's,
I'll say
it's
in that
not
case,
even-
no, he just punches you a lot.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No.
Either way is fine.
Lean's right. It says, as an action, you can
Yeah.
spend key points and blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, we will just have him punch you instead, and use his bonus action for a flurry of blows. Because he hasn't used a bonus action yet.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
So three attacks on Exersol.
Yep. Does a 24 hit you?
A 24 does hit me.
Okay, then a 28 also hits you, and a 21?
Hits me.
Okay.
My AC is good. It's not that good.
Let's do this right here. 10, 11, and 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he just double punches you and then whips around with the tail to hit you for a third one.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
All right, Agdasol, it's your turn.
Ow. Let me check something on the mobile feet real quick.
Standing up only.
I'm still.
Yeah, you're still standing.
Standing.
I'm the one that's prone.
When you make a melee
Yeah,
attack
you're
against a creature, you
prone.
don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
But
the thing
then
you were
that
looking
leaves
for.
Selena as the only one next to him again, and
I'm fine.
yeah,
I got all
sure
my
you
hit
are.
points. I got most of my hit points back last turn.
You're also probably a big target because you do a lot of damage. Here's a weird question that has probably been answered before. If I'm flanking with a ranged weapon in melee, do I get flat roll or do I get disadvantage roll?
If you're flanking with a...
If I am using my bow in...
flanking only applies to melee weapon attacks.
Okay. That's fine. I'm... Oh...
So, no, you do not get the...
I don't want to have disadvantage, but it's still so much better for me to attack with my bow because rangers are so weird and specialized. Fuck it. I'll pull out my scimitars and... melee attack.
An elven ranger with a pair of scimitars.
Wait, actually...
You want to shift over to get flanking?
Yeah, I just realized I hadn't moved there. Yeah. Sorry. Guitar.
Yes.
And
16
then my
misses.
Those are fun.
16 hits?
16 misses.
Okay. That's what I thought. Second attack with the scimitars.
27 hits.
9 slashing damage. And then bonus action for offhand strike.
A natural 20 hits.
Heyo.
On my offhand, sure.
Of course.
Ooh, lots of damage.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
I mean,
Look,
I have
it's a
seen
scimitar.
sadder crits, but I've not
No,
seen
that's true,
any
that's
sadder
true. That one's almost average, actually.
Sad
It's
crit
just
is
a
the-
bad thing to be critting with.
The Eldritch Blast crit that does 2 damage.
Yep. In there.
so-
Fakir saw that a couple times.
Yeah, that was always funny.
Critical hit!
Definitely.
You got a
misses
crit
that.
because that one was fired like this.
Yeah, that's when Fakir was playing laser guns.
Pew pew.
I do want to make a warlock that does that. That just like finger guns. They're Eldritch Blasts.
Also, sad crit is the name of my emo flavored Metallica cover band.
And you know when the warlock is gonna kill somebody because he casts Eldritch Blast like this.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn, Idrisol?
No, I'm just gonna stay there because
I think I
I'm
killed
making
you.
myself a fucking target.
Corbin.
Yeah.
Kill shot.
Yeah.
You're hurting.
I am. But I'm all right. I'm good.
I'm hurting. But...
He's only hit you with his sword twice, and you're this hurt.
Well, I've also been hit by other things.
Yes, it's true.
So I will go ahead and take 3 stabs at him. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn advantage back on. First one's a crit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And I'll try to trip him again because why not? So
He has a plus 10 to his strength checks.
So that's all.
What's the DC for your trip?
17.
Yeah, he makes it.
Second attack.
Not his strength is
30.
not as good as his plus 16 charisma save. Yep.
29. Wah wah. 1 lightning damage.
12,
Or no, thunder.
4.
Nah.
All right. So as you stab through him with the third strike, he vanishes.
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet.
And then with my movement. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do my concentration check for every time I got hit. How many times did he hit me?
3 times.
3.
I jump over.
They're all
next
gonna
to
be
Selena.
they're all gonna be a DC 10 Constitution save.
I know. Oh, wait. I don't have advantage, so I'll just use the first 3. 19, 22, and 23
Yep, you're good.
are fine.
Which is really good because the other ones were 9, 5, and 10.
I
If I-
genuinely hadn't seen it when I picked that. If the GM decides that
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
With my movement, I just turn and I jump directly over and across Hope and Boldrin and land right next to Selena. I love
Right.
these boots.
You're
on,
such a
Yelling
dork.
that as you go.
Yeah.
on the shield's initiative, the shield reappears over next to the Wrath.
Yeah. No, you guys hear Corbin giggle as he's in the air.
Selena actually looks at you as like, you're such a dork.
Rage. It's a rage giggle, so it's like, ah!
It's the Hulk. right now.
Agrisol
Yeah.
has confirmed for himself these pathetic creatures need to learn how to fly. They like it when they do it.
And Boldrin,
So Boltron stands up using half his movement.
coughing out some of your teeth.
He just stands up. This is what I meant by feeling my age.
Is your beard
Too
blown
old
back?
for this shit.
Yeah.
Takes a 5-foot shift towards Hope. Puts a hand on Hope. All right, girl, get back in there. And he's going to.
You have 1 hit. Heal yourself, you stupid dwarf.
Wow, that was awful. Heal for 16 hit points.
Sweet.
Which is what? 80% of Hope's hit bar?
No.
And then bonus
I have
action.
101 hit points. Shush.
Spirit
Maximum.
shifts over here and flanks with Corbin.
Oh, I was gonna go there.
You can still talk. It's not a physical thing. You can still
Okay.
occupy the same space. at it.
Sweet. Cool.
All right.
But then if Hope
And no, it only makes one.
was there, who's Staphylos going to flank with?
26 hits.
That's
Well,
a good
force
point.
damage.
I can go do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that, Staphylos.
All right, 12 points of damage. And that makes it Hope's turn.
Woohoo! Okay. Yeah.
I mean, depending on where Hope, how much movement Hope has, you could flank with the spiritual weapon and then move 5 feet, setting up a flank for Staphylos when he comes in.
This is true. This is true. 5, 10.
So you have allies in melee, so you get your sneak attack either way. You
Well,
can still-
no, I want advantage.
You can reckless attack.
Yeah, I know. I like reckless attacking. It's very fun. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, and reckless attack, cause F all of this. It's just my default. 26. 26.
Both of those hit.
21.
21 misses.
Okay.
2 hits, the third one, ting, gets parried.
Sweet. And sneak attack. Woohoo! Okay.
Damn.
So 9, 15, 17, 32.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. Selena.
All right. Hold your yelling at me when I do this. I am walking away.
Okay. He gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
20 hit.
Yep.
You take 15 points of damage.
All right, I'm fine.
Ooh,
Got most of your
also,
health
I
back.
get 1 hit
As
point
his
back.
as his tail whips you on the way out.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. That's good enough.
Is he fighting barehanded?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That explains some things.
And now, so hopefully he doesn't have some kind of whatever. I don't have disadvantage when I cast my level 7 Chaos Bolt at him.
No, he does not.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Who did I just shoot?
Go ahead and roll damage.
Me.
So I want to point out that,
Or me.
like,
Go ahead and roll damage.
in melee with him are 3 people at pretty low health. So, oh dear God, this is gonna be awful. Or hilarious.
So, what element is it?
All right. Hold on. Let me look and see what my options.
2 and 3. I don't know what those are.
I'm assuming I determine it not knowing who I'm hitting.
Correct.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay. So
So
this,
that is actually, hold on. That is actually 10, 31. That's actually 32. And whoever has, if they have resistance, they don't.
so this bolt of fire erupts forth from Selena's hand, flying at the lizard folk, who, seeing it coming, does a very graceful backflip. And as he does a backflip, the hole just opens up, and the bolt flies underneath him, hitting Agdrasol on the other side.
yes. All right.
So
32 fire
you see,
damage.
you see
Yeah.
you see the lizard jump up into the air, and then your eyes redirect to the fireball.
Oh, wait.
I'm down.
Staffless,
I'm
you
not
suddenly feel
Also,
Down.
I
And
should
Very
point out
tired.
very tired.
Oh, sorry.
that I have had auto wild surge this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting you know.
Make a roll. Oh, wait. Oh, you've
I'm
already used your
saying-
thing.
Remember how when I said that when that icon is on me?
That's right. That's what that means.
Yes.
Let's go ahead
I've
and
been
trigger
waiting
that
for
then.
the ability to get
Oh, boy.
advantage this whole time.
Let's go ahead and trigger that then.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is
It's
good.
entirely possible it will
Fireball
be something
centered on
good.
you.
Hold on.
In
You
a
got-
unicorn.
Because you have...
One
Oh, wait.
No, that's just rolling.
No.
100.
I misdid
No,
it.
no.
I was about to say. Okay.
Woo!
92.
No,
I'm
I
curious.
choose.
Yeah, you get to pick. Get 92 and 81.
Let me see
Because controlled
here.
chaos is fun.
Ha!
Please tell me it's not cast to
These are both
disintegrate on
pretty
your
good.
party
Oh.
member
These-
who's
these are
dead.
both
I
pretty
feel like
sweet.
I'm not going to die in the next minute. Otherwise, that one would have been great.
So
I
yeah,
mean, you can try.
if you die in the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell, or you can take another action immediately.
Fuck it. I'm taking another action immediately.
There we go. You know, at least your level 7 Chaos Bolt hit somebody. Just not
This
the
is
person you were
true.
intending.
Yeah,
Um,
it even killed somebody, which is
It kill.
great.
Not dead yet.
So
Unconscious, whatever.
my immediate action will be I hit him. I am casting a level 5 Chaos Bolt.
All right.
Yes,
Another one.
it
Another
it
natural
didn't
one.
work. Let's do it the same way.
Well, I'm giving myself advantage on the roll now because
Okay.
I have the ability to have
There
that
you go.
back.
Roll another magic search as well. Just the d20.
Yeah. Just triggering it immediately.
Like no, not, I'm not triggering it right now. I'm not triggering it.
So
Back to back.
25
Will hit, yes.
and I did not surge.
Okay, you came close.
36. That is that is oh, let's make it force damage. Nothing resists force damage.
Right,
Well, I mean,
nothing.
some things resist force damage, but
I know
most
there are
typically don't.
things that do, but very, very, very few things have resistance.
Fortunately, this one does not have the brooch of shielding, so.
So that is
Uh,
30. Hold on. You know what? Just for fun, let's spend a sorcery. Spend 2 sorcery points to re-roll that one.
okay.
So, I'm really sorry for interrupting, but
That's
Jack,
okay.
you can't do anything with your action.
Right?
because-
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yes. I am
41
very well
points.
aware of how
So-
tired Staphylos is feeling.
That was 41 force damage.
So yeah, he lands back again, and a second chaos bolt gets him in the face.
And
Dodged the first one, didn't see the second one coming.
No, couldn't dodge the second one.
Too busy showboating with that backflip.
That's what monks do.
As shown by
I still have a
Staphylos.
bonus action.
You do. That spell can only be first or second level, though.
Yeah, I'm going to spend. See, I still have 5 sorcery points, so I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast a level 2 chaos bolt.
Boom, boom, boom! Hadouken!
Sure.
Uh,
So many chaos bolts.
Here's the question, though:
26?
Are you
26
casting
hits.
it like this or like this?
now here's the question: does Selena magic surge again?
Yes.
okay,
Do it again.
we can do that.
I will say yes, because it's been amusing.
73 or 47. Let's take a look here.
What do we have?
47
God.
would be a unicorn. 73 would be
Poison something.
a random creature. Okay, let's just, let's just have a unicorn show up because that'll be funny.
Is the unicorn hostile to you or friendly to you?
It's just a unicorn controlled by the DM.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't say one way or the other.
A random.
TPK via
So
unicorn.
presumably it uses
Yeah.
the information on unicorns that D&D provides.
Hang on. I
Can't.
have.
I think unicorns.
Here's the
celestial,
question,
so-
though: is it the hamster-sized unicorn or is it the regular-sized unicorn?
Yeah.
So that is
I don't really want to be a Gravity Falls unicorn.
17 more force damage.
Fuck those unicorns, Aaron.
Pose for your Lisa Frank photos, unicorns. Pose for your Lisa Frank photos.
All right, and 17 more. You said.
Yes.
All right.
It's just the Vegeta sequence of just like blast, 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 blast.
And unicorn. There's a very confused unicorn that's next to Selena.
Fortunately, no one here is an evil creature type, so
I mean, for all we know, this could be the unicorn from Cabin in the Woods.
It's also the unicorn's turn.
Yep.
Oh, please tell me the unicorn gets to how do you want to do this?
I mean, the unicorn right now sees a bunch of good celestial entities being attacked by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And
It's true.
Sad.
Wrong.
It's not certain
Can-
how to feel right now. It's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I?
Or an
do it?
insight?
No.
Dang it.
21. It's just gonna trot away. It's not my business.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just nope. Staphylos.
I am lethargic.
You are.
I don't think I can do anything. I think I literally missed my turn, right?
Let me take a look. I think you can
I can
move.
put haste back in the chat, but that is basically true.
You can do like
no,
a
no.
little
When the
bit.
spell
You can
ends, the target
stumble.
can't move or take actions until the next turn. So you can talk.
So as you sort of take a knee, turn and look at the shield and the wrath, and just kind of give them a double thumbs up. I'm good. I'm good. I am good.
All right, that makes it.
You can take reactions though. You can't take actions or bonus actions, but you can take.
That makes it the spear's turn. The fight's gonna be over after this, but how does he want to go out?
He could probably take me out.
I hit him,
Actually,
so he has
not
disadvantage
probably
to
he
hit
could take
anyone
me
except
out.
for me, if that's the thing.
Yeah, that's just a hit though.
Yeah.
He sort of reaches out
I'm
and
prone,
grabs. He reaches out and grabs the air in front of him, and just twists it. And I need Hope and Corbin both to make Constitution saving throws.
I hate Constitution saving ththrows.
Oh, whoops.
I always
13.
feel
Everybody
terrible.
hates Constitution saving throws for the most part.
Oh, that's a 9. Sorry, not supposed to be advantage. Yep.
So a 9 and a 13.
I'm real bad at them.
All right. So the air between the two of you cracks as he grabs it and rips it. And you both take some thunder damage as he casts Shatter in such an area that it only hits the two of you.
Oh boy.
This is a key thing, that spell.
Yeah, it's a key
Correct.
thing.
Awesome.
It's Gong of the Mountain, I think it's called.
Gong of the Summit.
Gong of the Summit, yes.
And I did that, so yep, 40 hit points. Okay, let's do this.
All right, you both take 15 points of thunder damage.
I am unconscious.
No.
And there is a loud clapping sound as if a lightning strike had just happened. And then he's going to take his other action to kick and flurry of blows Hope.
Okay.
What's your AC, Hope?
17.
Hit, crit. All right.
Dang it.
Also, he's no longer oath. Not that it necessarily matters, but
All right. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And
So
24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, give me a sec while I do math.
This is something that is up to the DM, but as per the rules of Disciple of the Elements, you do actually cast the spell when you use your keywords.
I imagine that key, while it is casting a spell, it's not a traditional form of casting.
I'm still up.
That's just how I see it, and I would roll the same for any other players that are doing monk things as well.
That's fair, but
Yeah. Because it is different. It's not like spellcasters do. So yeah, three punches to the gut for Hope, and it is Agdrasol. Make a death saving throw. Actually, Agdrasol, you do not have to make a death saving throw. You are stabilized automatically. You're still unconscious, but you are stabilized automatically.
I figured that was probably coming when.
Corbin, you are stabilized automatically. Baldrin, you're not unconscious yet.
No, I'm not.
So, Baldrin, it's your turn.
Monkman is still standing, correct?
Yes, Monkman is still standing. Monk lizard folk is still standing.
5, 10, 15. All right. All of you get back up. And I'm going to cast, with my action, I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Let me see if I can catch within that sphere.
So,
I can catch everyone. Good.
Using his reaction,
Uh-oh.
the monk
raises
a hand, puts his fist to it, and bows.
Oh, come on. Let us at least get the final shot in.
That's all he does.
Okay.
It's up to you guys now.
Oh.
I mean, I'm waiting on a roll to see how many hit points I have.
Yeah.
17 healing for everyone.
Sweet.
Can I tell if the fight is over with that?
He seems to think it is. Whether or not you guys think it is up to you.
At that point, it's like I surrender to my. Oh.
Yeah, we just all start.
I mean, so.
I mean, we
here's-
do
here's-
have 2 barbarians.
He has conceded the fight. Whether or not you guys stop is up to you.
Well, my question is, Valkyr is the god of storms, which also means the god of capricious nature.
Yeah.
And the when the others lost the fight, they disappeared and reappeared back over there.
Yeah.
So I am debating whether it would seem to Bulgin this could also just be a you put your guard down and he suddenly strikes again.
When the others died, they disappeared and reappeared over there. To be clear. It's up to you.
In that particular case, then Boldrin will just put the tap spear on the ground. Well, I suppose that's enough of a demonstration then.
All right.
So looking over at the three of them.
And now it's Hope's turn.
Oh.
What you doing, Hope?
I'm raging.
You're not a berserker, so it's not a mindless rage.
Nope. No, it's not. Dang. Nabbit.
But why can't it be?
But what if it was
Maybe-
a mindless?
Maybe how you'll react to this is part of the test.
Yes. I'd like to make an insightful fighting roll.
Sure.
Oh, please roll a 1. Please roll.
18.
Holy
Oh
shit! Above a 10.
He has conceded the fight. He is done fighting.
Dang it. Oh.
It becomes a moot point in a second when Selena just
Yeah.
blasts him.
Yeah. Ah.
Selena
And the
tries to-
unicorn comes running back to take issue with that.
Selena gets gored
Yeah.
by a unicorn.
No, it's actually Selena tries to blast him, rolls another natural 1, and sends Agdrasol right back into unconsciousness.
Alright.
I will bow back to him, dang it.
Okay, so Hope has bowed as well in acceptance of the conceded
All right.
fight.
A drop raid.
Selena,
Motherfucker, you knocked some of my friends down. Level 4 chaos bolt.
point of fact, you knocked one of them down.
No.
You also killed the wizard.
Jumped over that.
Also, I have my advantage back, so I'm rolling it with the attack with
Go ahead.
advantage.
Go ahead.
Let's roll my wild surge. See if I did not surge.
Natural 1. 2 natural 1s. Come on.
27.
27 hits.
That's not a lot of damn.
He disappears.
Hold on. Oh, it's enough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already enough.
I want to figure this out anyways.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's 15. That's 18, and that is not fire. So okay. So yeah, 18 damage.
So,
I don't think so, bitch.
and he vanishes in a puff of gas, basically. Then reappears a few seconds later over by the other 3. Or by the 2. And
Ow. Get up.
with the group of you in various states of pain and the trial of combat over, you hear a large grinding sound as the stone doorway to the temple opens up, revealing darkness inside. And as you take a moment to gather yourselves in the light of the battle, that's where we're going to end for this week. So, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.